He has a picture.
I had one last.
Oh, fuck you! Can't even sing. You have to sing or something to get some pussy. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Usually I like it raw on Monday nights, but shit, it's Wednesday. We'll go with it, man. It's motherfucking Devil's Night, I guess, right?
Right.
Welcome to the Place to Be Reviews, episode number 73. I almost had the wrong episode number earlier. I am Itepukuian in the Place to Be Reviews right here with all of yous. You can call me the chairman. I'm here with my co-host, MJ. How you doing, MJ?
Hi. Happy hump day.
It is another hump day, and it is October 30th. Like I said, Devil's Night. We used to go out and egg houses on this night, do stuff like that. But like,
yeah. What did you do today instead?
I was home with my kid all day, doing laundry and cooking and doing that sort of stuff.
Damn, hoodlums.
He's a I definitely
working.
I definitely didn't cause any trouble. That voice you hear up in the top right corner of the screen is none other than my brother from another mother, the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks.
Oh, he just left.
And he's gone.
And he's gone.
That was a prank. He
Well,
just punked you.
That's well, yeah. Well, then let me introduce the third man on the roster tonight. He's number 3 on the depth chart, but number 1 in your hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Loudy.
I'm Easy E. I got bitches galore. You may have a lot of bitches, but I got much more.
I love it. He's back now. He is back over there in the bottom left corner of your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Groovinator.
I accidentally hit the leave studio instead of stop or turn on the camera button. So I did it derp. What's up, everyone? It's Groovinator from RaidersOfTheLostFlicks.com, and I'm here to remind you that this video has been brought to you by Benioff and Weiss's ice cream. New flavors include sawdust, cat hair, navel pocket lint, and emotionless void coming out this fall.
That was so disgusting. I heard it earlier. I was like, y'all are sick.
It just tastes like disappointment and unfulfilled promises.
Dirty ashtray, emotionless void.
Gross.
Listen, if unwashed vagina is not a flavor, I'm not interested.
What about Brie Larson's glitter feet?
Oh no!
Hey, can I get some chocolate syrup on that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fucking.
I promised I would not drop any F-bombs.
Welcome to Camouflage Wednesday.
Oh.
And I'm already.
Wait, we weren't supposed to drop
out,
F-bombs on this show? Why wasn't somebody going to let me know this? I didn't see that in the outline.
I was not. I was
I don't
not.
think
But
that.
I feel like I
No.
need to change my mind now.
Did you give up F-bombs for Lent? No, wait, that's not that time of year yet, right?
No, it's March, brother.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
after
okay.
a little
All
bit,
right.
yeah.
I was going to say, I'm not even Catholic, so I don't know these things.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
being made to give up anything for Lent yet, so it's not Lent yet.
I I feel like I just dropped too many in the last stream.
Oh.
Well,
So
allow me to pick up where you fucking left off.
it was Captain Morgan's fault. Does that count?
Fuck Captain Morgan.
I thought she was
Captain
gonna-
Morgan. Everybody blames Captain Morgan for all of our shenanigans. It's Devil's
blame the
Night,
Vikings.
ladies and gentlemen.
It
It
is.
is.
It is Devil's Night.
I did eat eggs today. I thought that mattered.
Me too. I made. I think I sent Loudy a picture of my breakfast. I
You
made.
did, and I said I'd be up to grab a plate.
I made-
I don't even like eggs.
I made sausage, egg, cheese, and I threw some tater tots and smashed them all up. Burritos this morning for breakfast. So it's fucking delicious. It was delicious.
I think I had.
Anywho, but
I don't even know. I think I had waffles. I don't know. I don't remember. That was like
Pancakes?
12
I
hours.
got blue waffles this morning for breakfast.
Don't look that up. Don't do it.
Trust me, I'm in that age. I know.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
So later on in the program, we have something from Loudy. We have a Mjolnir segment this evening.
We do.
We were.
It keeps getting pushed back to Wednesdays.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
approve.
I
It's
know.
unintentional, folks.
Well, like I said, Monday I talked to you. I was like, yeah, that's,
Get your own emoji.
Yep.
That's mine.
I'm like, just mine is.
I
That's
almost
just the
posted
face
those
palm.
earlier today to see who would get it, but
Yeah,
I didn't
mine
have
is just a
time.
face palm. Either that or the upwards eye roll because I was.
Mine's the eggplant.
If they ever turn the Forrest Whitaker eye into an emoji, that'll be mine.
They took the little water drops away because people are abusing the eggplant and the water drops. Like that
You
poor
guys are all
eggplant.
Androids, but iPhone just released a otter emoji, a baby otter emoji.
Much water?
I knew
Twitter's
somebody was going to say
retarded
it.
Is that the innovation that they brought out this year? Is that,
Oh, yeah, they're going to badger that.
I
That's
don't know
gonna-
what
that's-
else. I haven't updated yet because I don't want it.
The badger's going to bring me right over. It's going to make me leave Android behind and totally start playing for the other team.
It's an
Yeah,
otter.
That's not going to happen. I won't go back to iPhone or Apple. I had it once.
No.
Nope.
It's
It's
fine.
the only
It's
mistake
fine.
I've never made was switching from Apple to Android.
I'll
never go back.
always
Never.
been Android.
Never, ever go back.
I switched from Android to iPhone, and
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. This
This is
episode's
weird.
turning into an intervention. We're
Some
like,
motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
It's all right.
Wait, that's not how that works?
damn it. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
I reference
wanna
that
play
commercial
hockey
at
with
least
Loudy
10
now.
times a day.
What's that at? What?
I said I reference that commercial at least 10 times a day, and
Oh,
nobody
God.
gets it. Nobody gets it. I'm like, I don't even have cable.
I used to do it to my intern all the time. He'd say something, and I just kind of give him that.
Yeah,
What-
that
what
should be
the
your
fuck
emoji
did you
right
just-
there.
The eyebrow just.
That's what I see in my nightmares. That face.
That's what I see in my wet dreams.
Loudy.
That's my man's in them right
Hey,
there.
come on. You guys missed me. It's been a week and a
One
half.
extreme to the other extreme.
I have to unload.
I was.
That one was unintentional.
I was keeping it PG.
He just
Damn
looked
it.
at Malvinus.
You people need Jesus.
to unload.
All right. So, viewers,
Good God.
This is all you get to see of me tonight. If you want to see more of Loudy on screen, we have to go private.
And now he's napping.
That's gonna cost a super chat. Let's see here. Hang on a tick. Let me go back over here.
You did not. Why do you keep saying these old man terms?
Because I'm old.
You are not.
What did I say?
My dad says them.
I said,
Like a herd of turtles.
I said
and
a herd
hold
of
on a
turtles here.
tick.
They call me a fucking old man.
Because that's what my dad says.
No, so I have a quick funny story about that because my dad, and this always drove me nuts as a kid. My dad would always say, and I got to the point where he said it so many times, I would always fuck you, Tap. I would always
fuck you, Tap. Is that what he said?
that
That's what
too.
he said.
Well, you know,
Things
I-
are
no, I
starting to make a whole lot more sense now.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
hey, like
Some
I said,
pent up aggression.
I gotta make. I'm that dad next door from American Beauty. There's a reference for you.
some angsty teenage spirit thing going on here.
But no, my dad would always say, "What did I tell you about?" And then ... It would be like whatever he was going to yell at me about at that given moment. So I got to the point where he said it so much.
Everything.
I just made a game out of it. And in my head, I would just kind of go somewhere else and just hear like the fucking Jeopardy music in my head when he was yelling at me. And one time I started just I was like probably 16. I just started fucking laughing at him. As soon as he got "What did I tell you" out of his mouth, I just busted out laughing. And he got so fucking mad.
I'm honestly surprised your parents have not just killed you.
Oh no. He got so mad he grabbed me by the shoulders and started shaking me. What the fuck is so funny? I'm like, you have no idea. And I think I might have been stoned too. So, but
It's the part where you just pull Joker and you're like, nah, you wouldn't get it.
he did. So,
Oh my God. Speaking of that, I was on my way home today. There was a dude with the Joker face paint driving in traffic. And he just got behind me, but he had a mustache. So all of this was dark. And it just looked like I was freaking out. I'm like, I just go around me, dude. I cannot I can't drive by you. It was not cool. I did not like it.
It's catching on. They warned that the movie was going to
Oh my God.
incite a revolution or something like
roving
that.
packs
So,
of clowns.
roving
No,
packs of
I was
themselves.
just terrified because it's a clown. I just don't like clowns in general. So
So
I was the Joker one year for Halloween. I still have to find that picture somewhere.
but I wasn't expecting it. I mean, we're all in our cars in traffic. And I just looked over. I was like, oh my God, just go around. Just
So
whatever you need.
So I used to actually have a gold dust mask that I kept in my car, and I would totally drive this is when I lived in Columbus. I would totally just like put it on and start driving around. Columbus.
That's horrible.
With my gold dust mask. It was awesome.
It's horrible. I would be one of the ones freaking out.
There was a kid at Trey's little Halloween party tonight, dressed like the Heath Ledger Joker, had the face paint and everything. It was like perfect. Hair was green. And Trey was Groot. So they're sitting right next to each other. And Trey's like, "Oh, Joker, that's awesome." He walks over and they start talking to each other. It was so funny. But yeah, like they did like the judging for the contest, and like Trey jumps up on like, because they were in like, we were at the church where he goes to preschool, and he jumps up on like the little stage. I don't know what the thing's called up the front of the church. I just call it the stage. So he jumps up on that gimmick and he just starts dancing and yelling, "I'm Groot." They got a kick out of that. I was like, that's my boy. That's my damn boy. So the point I was trying to make with this story about my dad was, I said this to my son the other day about Monica calling me an old man. He did something that fucked up, and I stopped and I looked at him. I said, "What did I?" I fucking stopped myself. I was like, "God damn it."
I catch myself being my old man all the time, and it fucking annoys me. Like,
I'm my dad's clone.
I've even started telling some of his shitty ass jokes too, and I can't fucking handle it.
No dad jokes. Yeah, no dad jokes.
No.
Dad jokes are my favorite.
It's not an actual dad joke.
It's just your dad jokes.
It's just my dad's joke. And
there's a difference.
I'll put it on the internet for everyone to hear too. It was, what did one ovary say to the other ovary? Hey, if that big dick comes back tonight, let's egg him.
Oh my god.
My dad's a fucking horrible comedian, but he thinks he's hilarious.
Oh my god.
What did one ovary say to the other ovary? "Dad, it said I'm gonna fucking backhand you if you tell that joke again for the 30th time in my 30." Oh my god. I'm almost 30, and I think I can count on all of our hands and half of the fucking US how many times he's told that joke. It's like I got fucking PTSD from it, man. Ugh. Enough ovaries and dicks, Dad. Enough ovaries and dicks.
Oh boy.
Well, we went from 5 in the chat real quick down to 2.
Oh man.
You don't say.
That's what happened when we start talking about dicks and ovaries.
Dicks and ovaries, apparently they're not getting over with the MCU crowd. But seriously though,
I better disappear.
I'm just doing that because I'm gonna have a screen share.
I'm too lazy to click the button on it.
Dive into main topic number 1, which is basically an MCU news breakdown, and we'll start with this article from page 6 about Jeremy Renner. And I really haven't said anything about this yet. Basically, just because, well, there's really not a lot of information out there. But this is kind of I don't know, it's not very, which is kind of, I'd come from page 6, not a really slanted article, which I'm kind of surprised they're not just like automatically grabbing up a Me Too kind of thing with this. But
you Me Too'd me earlier. Did you realize that?
No.
Okay.
Hashtag Me Too, buddy.
Jeremy Renner's ex-wife claims he bit their daughter. Okay. Now this is Hawkeye's going around biting his wife's daughter. Is that
he is not Morbius?
Does that mean he got cocked? I mean, if it's his wife's daughter, I don't know. No. Jeremy Renner's ex-wife claims the actor bit. Okay, so here it says their 4-year-old daughter, leaving a bruise on her shoulder, according to court documents obtained by the Post on Tuesday. The Avengers star's ex-spouse, Sonny Pacheco, 28, says she spotted the mark on their now 6-year-old Ava in April 2017, and that the girl told her, "Daddy bit me," according to the papers, which were filed publicly in the Superior Court of California in Los Angeles last week. "It's okay, Mommy. It was an accident. I told him to never do it again," Ava said, according to the docs. Later, Ava explained the bite happened when Renner was being mean and yelling, the filing alleged. Who the hell bites their kid? Jesus. In emails included in the filing, Renner, 48, denied the bruise came from him, saying that Ava's seatbelt pinched her. Documents say Pacheco then challenged him, writing, "When putting some ointment on her owie, Ava told me you bit her there." The papers say Renner allegedly replied, "Ha, no, we do a nibble game called Ava Burrito. Haha, but not a bite. Tell her she's spicy," and the game ensues. Ha, nibble game are fake nibbles. Well, that's kind of
what in the blue fuck are you reading? Is this? Are we sure this isn't like the fucking Onion or kayfabe news,
dude? Holy
Gossip
shit!
Cop.
I'm struggling following along already.
This hurts, but it's
Who wants
quick.
to play the nibble game with Coach Loudy?
We could set up a fucking booth at the fair for that.
Sit Monica Groove, Pete. Any of you guys interested?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
tap
down.
out. I
will.
tap out.
Say who wants to play the nibble game?
Loudest. Renner's rep Tuesday called Pacheco's claims categorically not true and another straight out character assassination made by Miss Pacheco and her attorney. The rep added in an emailed statement to the Post after Pacheco claims the incident took place. She still never sought a restraining order or never withheld Mr. Renner's 50% custody time. Well, that right there should tell you something, because if I'm getting a divorce from my wife or whatever, and I bit our son, you better believe she's not going to let me see him, because she's going to say there's something fucking wrong with you. And just off the top of my head here, I'm just thinking that odds are that this is bullshit. The ex-wife's filing appears to be in response to documents filed by Renner, in which he claimed Pacheco is unstable and has been trying to smear him with lies, including by pretending to be worried that Renner had possibly assaulted their daughter. The former couple has been going through a bitter custody battle, with Pacheco previously accusing Renner of shoving a gun into her mouth and threatening to kill her last November while drunk and high on cocaine. Well, I thought that was just a game we play.
You know, I'm trying to figure out this website while you're reading this article, and I'm really distracted by this picture of Nicki Minaj over here on the right-hand side. It tells me everything I need to know about this website. Is she trying to smother a squirrel or no, never mind. Go
All
on.
of them cheeks,
It's so small on my screen. I can tell you what it looks like.
That's
Looks like the 70s.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what you guys see, but my screen, it's only like it does not look good.
I see this bottle of Jergens next to me. I need to grab.
I can't read any of these words. I can barely see the picture. I didn't know it was Nicki Minaj.
I'm not trying to take away from the gravity of this article by any stretch of the means, but it just when something this deep comes out, I want to know the credibility of a website, and this ad on the right is not helping this website's credibility at all. All right,
all the street cred, bruh.
Oh, no.
The only way it could be worse if it was Cardi B washing a paper plate.
All I'm thinking is somebody needs to call PETA, because that squirrel looks like it's not going to walk away from that incident.
PETA.
Is it really a squirrel?
No, I think it's a leopard.
It might be a hedgehog. It looks a little bit like a hedgehog.
Let's see. Speaking of Renner, he came back swinging with alligator. Is that really what you want to use as terminology when you're describing somebody that's accused
These people
of
are idiots.
violence? He came back swinging with alligator.
This narrative is falling apart before my very eyes, Pete.
Oh, let's listen to this. He came back swinging with allegations that his ex is sex obsessed and sent nude photos of him to their custody evaluator. So she's Jesus Christ. Pacheco, a Canadian model and actress, so she's basically a whore, filed for filed for divorce.
So I said to my Canadian girlfriend, Peter Patter, get her after it.
Get after it.
Get after it.
2014, just 10 months after they secretly got married, they agreed on a shared custody of Ava in April 2015. Pacheco is now requesting sole custody. Yeah.
Point of the story: this bitch is crazy, and she'll do anything for money.
Apparently.
I mean, yeah. The only thing I was starting to think until I got distracted by Nicki Minaj molesting an animal. I was getting. See, I lost my train of thought just thinking about it. Just mentioning that, I've already lost my train of thought. God damn it. No, it felt like they were trying to take like like she wanted to jump in on the Me Too movement, but I feel like that train has gone way out of the country now, and it's like you're a little late, hun. Like that's not going to work anymore unless you have hardcore evidence. You're not going to be able to just jump out and scream "Me Too" and then be able to jump on that train and ride it to Richville. You know, I mean, how many times have we seen that done? I'm not saying that she's lying. We don't really know, but a lot of this article, as it started to unfold, comes off as let's take these people's dirty laundry and air it out and see how many clicks we can get out of it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I already called her a whore, so I mean.
But here's the thing too, like you're using
what the fuck else can we do?
You're using your child as a reference.
Yeah.
Like, I joke all the time. My niece is just as clumsy as I am, and that child runs into everything. So she's constantly bruised, right?
Mhm.
So the last time I saw her, she had like 3 bruises in a row down her shin. And I was like, what did you do? You know, joking around. And I said, did your mommy punch you? And she's like, yup. And she starts giggling and runs around. And then she's like, my mommy punched me. And I was like, oh shit. Like, realize what I did, you know.
You started something. You're the catalyst. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. But she can go to somebody and be like, my mommy punched me. And she has a bruise. So somebody can be like, oh my God, her mom really did punch her, which wasn't the case. She ran into the freaking coffee table. Like, that's what happened. So
my sister was the same way. She was like Evil Knievel when she was younger, and we used to joke about we were going to have to put a helmet on her because every time you saw her, she had a new bruise, faces, arms. She was always climbing trees and shit.
Still to
Swing
this day.
sets, falling out. She'd get up, dust herself off, jump right back on the fucking swing set. Blood coming out of the fucking side of her face. I mean,
Yep.
she didn't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very accident prone, but that's the point I'm making is you cannot use a freaking child as a reference to be like, oh, he bit me. That's not.
It's like you're gonna have to find some wasn't of abuse. Like
Wasn't it? What's his face?
Charlie?
No, the one that they use his bite marks to convict him in court.
Chris Brown,
No,
Dracula?
the serial killer.
Ted Bundy.
There we go. Yes,
John
Ted
Wayne
Bundy.
Gacy?
No,
It wasn't Ted Bundy.
it was Ted Bundy.
It was Ted Bundy? Okay.
Yeah,
Ted Bundy. Sorry, I was thinking Tom. I don't know. It's a T.
Tom
Close
Bundy. It's
enough.
Tom Green.
Was it Al Bundy?
But that's the
He
thing
scored
is
5
like
touchdowns in one game.
you
Hooters.
you would know it's a freaking bite
Yeah.
mark if it had teeth. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
if I bite you, you're gonna have my teeth impression. Is that
Right.
it?
Giggity.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Bite me, whip me, make me write bad checks.
I can definitely do that. Write bad checks. I mean,
I don't have checks.
I had to write one the other day. I felt like to the fence
Oh,
company.
I'm sorry,
I
MJ.
felt-
Was that an old man reference?
I
Should
felt like an
maybe
old
buy
man.
No,
checks?
no,
Real-
no.
real-
I've just moved so many times. It's not worth buying checks.
Yeah, that joke doesn't quite work with beat me, whip me, make me use a bad debit card.
Yeah.
It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Up in Michigan, it's make me bounce my bridge card.
They don't have those here. They're EBT cards. I was
EBT,
like,
yeah.
no, that's a bridge card.
It's
The
a bridge
fuck is a
card.
bridge card. We talking the card that food stamps come on?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. As someone who works with food stamps and stuff every day, it's totally EBT to me.
No, it's a bridge card.
Up in Michigan, it's technically it is an EBT card, but they just call it
I
everybody
know.
around here always called it. I was like, what the fuck is a bridge card? I'm like, I
I
had no idea what the
totally
fuck
just
it was.
realized that I poured some of my shoot life in here. Sorry about that.
It's
It's
all
okay.
good.
I do it all day long. Nobody's
me
picked up on
too.
it yet.
Listen, I'm going to take a moment to acknowledge the chat here. Tap and Die, Tommy Gladden, the Appalachian American. What is up? Make sure you bitch slap that like button like it's fucking.
Please.
Like
Please.
bitch
push
slap
the
that like button
button.
like it's Sonny Pacheco. And you're on a Coke and filled fucking bender and you put a gun in her mouth because she's a Canadian model and
Not
actress.
the only thing that's in a mouth.
I get it's not the first time one of us has shoved 9 inches up into the other one's rib cage tonight, is it?
That
Oh
reminds
my
me, there's
God.
one thing that article forgot to mention was when Jeremy Renner bit his daughter, was there a full moon that night? Because sometimes, I mean, I heard that,
Harry Potter. Has anybody seen Harry Potter?
rabid werewolfism is a thing in Hollywood nowadays, just like fires and,
Get your own
SJWs.
emoji.
Yeah.
No, that's there's just something fucked up about this whole thing, and it's just
This is the thing that pisses me off about these like tweets and reports that come out.
mm,
I get like a couple weeks, couple months, maybe, but you're gonna wait 2 fucking years before you say something. One,
Yeah.
if you were that concerned, did you take a picture?
yep.
2, did you ask like him what happened, what went down, whatever? 3, have you seen any other damage since? That's like common knowledge. So fuck off. Damn it! I wasn't gonna drop an F-bomb.
Oh fuck! Are you kidding me?
my is like, no, you know
Put
what?
it in the swear jar.
I'm a horrible human.
I'm a whore.
Well,
Double
I made it.
human being
I
as
made
well.
it 23 minutes, so there's that.
I think I did
Some
within
people
the
ask.
first couple, so it's all right. Yeah, so this situation, like I don't see them because he's basically on the way out anyway, as Hawkeye at this point. They've
if he
already
doesn't
got
watch, he'll be on his way out of Hollywood.
yeah. Did you guys know about
I
he had an app? He had it was Jeremy Renner the app, and you could
Stop it.
Stop,
Stop.
talk
Just stop.
EVS
No.
EVS
Stop.
EVS did a
Stop.
20-minute
No.
video.
No.
I feel bad because I feel like he's just
You could
like,
connect with other Jeremy Renner fans and talk about Jeremy Renner and enjoy Jeremy Renner's music, and you could score points to win a dinner at Jeremy Renner's house.
not
Can I
at
just
his
win Jeremy Renner?
You could win Jeremy Renner for a low price, even with that shitty haircut he had.
That was my favorite part of his character. You asshole. He knows that too. That's why he said it.
No, he looked like Richard Spencer that way.
No, I loved it. I loved it.
Oh no, but really, you could win. Like he originally was going to give away. He said to a fan, "Adam's dead. Adam is just dead at this point. He's never heard of the Jeremy Renner app."
It was developed for like, I feel like he's just like a decade ahead of what, I don't know. Words are hard, Rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
Because I'm a pirate. I almost dropped an F-bomb.
I'm a fucking
You're a pirate. What?
Oh, this show went right down the show.
Literally.
It started down at you. Okay. Anyway.
Yo ho,
I didn't do
ho, a
nothing.
pirate's life for me.
Yes, you did.
Pirate's wife for me.
So what the hell were we talking about?
Jeremy Renner's app and how you could connect
Oh,
with
yeah.
other Jeremy Renner
That's
fans.
not. I feel like that's not what he intended it to be. That's just what it
was
ended up being.
Showcase Jeremy Renner's musical stylings as well as
No,
he did a theme song for a Jeep commercial. I think it was. Jeremy Renner's a talented musician and a wonderful human being.
he actually can sing very well. Thank
can.
you. I enjoy
Very much.
I enjoy his singing.
He can, but seriously, the app was funny though. Like
That's
Jeremy Renner
honestly,
got-
that's not what he intended it for.
He wanted to give. He said he was going to let some fan come backstage and meet him on the set of Endgame, and Marvel's like, no, the fuck you're not. Like that is a closed motherfucking set. Like you ain't bringing no fan back here.
I just came up with our movie of the night. Suppose that the Jeremy Renner app somehow gets accidentally merged with like the Tinder app, and it's like you swipe left, and Jeremy Renner becomes a headline. No.
Yes.
No
I'm
doubt.
I'm terrified.
Would it be like the Truman Show, but with Jeremy Renner?
Dude, I gave Adam the Truman Show. I gave him that movie.
I went to go see the Truman Show with my sister at the movie theaters. when
I
it came
did
out.
too.
Yeah.
I went to see that.
It's a
in
good
the
movie.
theater.
That's a good movie. It
is a good movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's one of the few Jim Carrey movies I enjoy.
Oh, see, I like a lot of Jim Carrey
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
I don't like all of
I
them,
don't.
but I like a lot of them.
You want to know my second favorite?
The Mask?
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
I've never
Oh.
seen that.
Yeah, see, that's not one of my favorites. That's not one of them.
Yeah, that's a no from me, dog.
Yeah,
It's
That's a
fine.
negative
gonna be a
Ghost
hard
Rider.
pass. That's gonna be a hard pass.
It's a hard no. Damn it, watch Letterkenny.
Hard no.
I'm saying a hard pass. So because
Hard no.
I don't watch Letterkenny, so I'm sorry.
Pitter patter.
I'm sorry.
Clean it up.
So
I
yeah,
cannot wait. For
so the Jeremy Renner app. So I take it, Monica, you were on the Jeremy Renner app. You had
no, asshole.
were you a
I was
top tier
not.
fan on the Jeremy Renner app?
I was not.
were
I
you-
just.
Were you commiserating with other Jeremy Renner fans?
I actually have a life, so no. No, I was not doing that. I was busy. Been busy.
Just indulging yourself into
I'm
the
afraid to turn my camera off because the last time I did that, I exited the studio.
into the depth and the meaning of Jeremy Renner's heartwarming lyrics of his songs and his stellar acting career, that includes such hits as The Avengers Age of Ultron, Hurt Locker,
He's been in a lot of movies.
Hurt Locker, The Avengers Endgame.
Did you watch Tag?
Hurt Locker was my
No.
favorite.
Her
It was
Locker
actually
good.
pretty funny.
Tag
Tag
is a movie.
was funny.
That one actually looked good because that's the one they're playing. They've been playing tag since they were kids. It's the same game.
Yeah, with Jake
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah. See that, and we're going to talk about Jake Johnson later when we talk about Spider-Man, because there was a kind of, it was a little sidebar article. They were talking about him possibly playing a live action version of Spider-Man, and I'd be all for it. But we'll talk about that
Have
later.
we ever talked about Spider-Man on the show before?
I don't think we've ever talked about Spider-Man.
What is
Okay.
Spider-Man?
Just
I don't know.
checking. Yeah.
Turkish Spider-Man, maybe, with his eyebrows.
Hey, you know, I was just thinking about, we were talking about Jeremy Renner just now. You know who else has a really nice singing voice?
Who?
Mr. Conway Twitty.
Hello, darling. I see it. I just need to have Conway Twitty queued up all the time. But no, so I really think that this will pass by Mr. Jeremy Renner, and he'll be able to resume his career. You know, like I said, he's probably almost done with the MCU anyway. I mean,
I think it was that site's lame attempt to try to make something out of
Yeah.
nothing.
I think it's her lame attempt to try to make some
Oh, it
money
is.
out of
It could be some of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really.
If you feel like your child is in danger, okay, he has clearly stated on his social media that he has his kid, and when they're like they go out in public, whatever they're doing, he posts a lot of stuff with him and her. So if you feel like your child is in danger, and I mean, come on, now.
Yeah, there could be some Courtney Love level drama going on there. I believe so.
Bullshit.
Courtney Love level drama is fucking terrifying. Everything to do with Courtney Love is terrifying, but it's not as scary as being shafted on the Jeremy Renner app out of the top fan position. There were people complaining about this because they wanted to win that, because after the Marvel told him that the studio told him they couldn't give away
Why are we friends?
passes to be backstage at the shooting of Endgame, that Jeremy Renner would bring
The filming, you can't say shooting.
filming, one lucky fan to his house to have dinner with Jeremy Renner. Maybe he'd sing you a song, who knows? But
You're an asshole.
that never happened either. And then there were people complaining on the site saying that because you could like just buy points on there, like you could just pay for points, and like the more points you accrued, the better chance you had at winning dinner with Jeremy Renner. So
if I was Jeremy Renner and I had my own app, I would have, if it was if the contest was to win a dinner with the Groovinator, I'd have everybody over and serve them SpaghettiOs like right out of the can.
I love
So,
SpaghettiOs. That's fine with me.
I would come to the door and like probably like flip flops and like sweatpants.
No, he would
But
not
no,
even have shoes
I
on.
wouldn't
I'd
even
psych
have
them all
shoes
out.
on.
I'd have a tuxedo on. I'd have the plates all set up all nice and everything and fancy, you know, with all the china and silverware. But then I would bring out a can of SpaghettiOs. And
I
dump
would
it on
be
the
so
fucking plate.
excited. You have no idea. I would be so excited.
If
Especially-
Spam doesn't make a
Especially drunk. I love drunk SpaghettiOs.
if
we have?
Spam does not make an appearance at this dinner, I'm not interested.
What did you have when we went to Jeremy Renner's? It was nice. We had a nice bottle of wine. It was 20 years old, red.
We had the hot pocket.
I don't like wine.
And then for dessert, we had some sawdust flavored Benioff and Weiss ice cream.
It tastes like disappointment, exactly like Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
It tastes as bad as the finale of Game of Thrones. It was empty
Emotionless
and
void.
disappointing.
It was almost worse than a hot pocket.
Hot pocket.
But not
I don't
as
like those
satisfying.
either.
But not as satisfying as a trip over to the Jeremy Renner app.
Oh my god.
Swipe left.
I can't even help it.
I will
I just
swipe
like saying-
right and like it.
Jeremy Renner's app.
Oh God! Swipe left. Swipe.
Is it left or right?
I have no idea.
Well,
I
it
don't
depends.
either.
Do you want to like it or do you not want to like it? Because if you like it, you'll swipe right.
Only Jeremy Renner knows for sure. MJ.
Do you swipe right for like,
Yeah.
left for see? Okay.
I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't use Tinder.
I met my wife on Match, so I don't know if I've ever told you guys.
Yeah,
that. Or
Tinder has
my
a
bad. I
restraining
told
order
you.
against people like me. So yeah.
Understandable.
But yeah,
I'm such a sarcastic asshole that nobody can. I mean,
You
You
don't
can't-
say.
you.
Now, honestly, the only reason I'm so familiar with it is I was up visiting the fiance last weekend, and her sister is single, and she was on the old Tinder, and she's like, "Help me," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." So
Wait, so you were picking dudes for her? That's not good.
I
mean,
yeah,
I
commercial.
what she shouldn't, so or what she doesn't. So it kind of works out. And it was funny. She's like, "What should I say to this guy? Here, type something for me." So
Oh,
God, so
no.
you were
yeah,
picking up dudes.
I was tasked with flirting with dudes. It was real weird.
I was like,
Loudy
I'm
was
not sure if I'm
picking up
comfortable with
dudes.
this.
You
And
heard
that
it here
is- that is
first,
reason
live
number-
on the Place to Be reviews.
That is reason number one why I do not use Tinder. Because
She's
There
also
might be a Loudy on the other end.
yes,
For all you know, it probably is Loudy on the other end.
right.
Yeah,
He's got a whole plate of
everybody-
SpaghettiOs waiting for you.
That's
Next
right.
week on Jeremy Renner's app, Loudy
Oh my
picks
god.
up dudes.
So there I was, hot pocket spaghetti over the
Oh, SpaghettiOs and White Claw.
'Cause there ain't no law when you're drinking the claw.
with your collar popped.
Listen.
All four of them.
That
The
dude had,
Beastie
like,
Boys did not
12.
fight for our right to party, so y'all could drink White Claw. All right, y'all need to stop.
I don't. Speaking of,
I was out in the garage last week before the stream, before Groove stream, and I was out there and I was partaking. I'm like, I'm parched. I need something to drink. And the wife had like 5 or 6 claws in the freezer or in the fridge.
no.
I'm like, I drank 2 of them. I did. I just like, it was just like water. I'm like, just down those. I'm
I
like,
know
that was a
it
good
reminds
start.
me of the LaCroix sparkling water. That's what it
Oh
reminds me of.
God, those things are terrible too.
Yeah,
This
they're
segment of the
gross.
Place to Be Reviews brought to you by LaCroix Sparkling Water and the Jeremy Renner app.
That's still my favorite meme where it's like LaCroix feels like a drink of water with the fruit yelling at you from the next over.
I'm gonna make a fucking meme for my video. It's gonna go in every video, and it's just gonna be like a commercial in the middle of every video. This brought to you by the Jeremy Renner app. I'm just gonna add that and LaCroix. It'll be LaCroix Sparkling Water and the Jeremy Renner app.
Also brought to you by Alt-Right Chicken.
Alt-Right
And,
Chicken.
Benny and Benioff and Weiss ice cream, emotionless void.
Their new flavor, America's
I'm
ex-wife.
done with you.
It tastes like a litter box.
It tastes like 4-year-old tires.
Listen, Monica, you can leave the podcast anytime you like. I'm sorry, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave the podcast.
That's right.
When you are the Place to Be Reviews, you are the Place to Be Reviews for life.
That's it. That's it. You're stuck. You're stuck.
Great.
You're stuck.
I was stuck with you regardless. So.
Yep. See, you know. All right. Let's get into this next MCU topic. There is going to be shit.
There's going to be an shit.
There's going to be an
Shit.
shit.
There's going
The
to be-
MCU is going to shit. That is the headline.
I'm not wrong.
I thought that was just the MCU at that point.
This is getting kind of the small screen.uk article. Marvel Studios is looking to bring a new Hulk into the MCU, and we're not talking about Thunderbolt Ross, the Red Hulk, or Hulkling. Well, who's not even a
This isn't She-Hulk.
Nope, or Jennifer Walters.
Soy Hulk.
So we've already got Soy Hulk with Mark Ruffalo.
I know.
We've got this gets even better. This is a
I'm just
character.
gonna say how
Hulk
many
of
times
Burning
I can interrupt you.
This is okay. Hey, settle down there, Tap. Hulk has become something of a fan favorite Marvel character over the last few years, and our survey said that was a lie. And a lot of that,
mine was unintentional. BTW.
I know, and a lot of that is down to Mark Ruffalo's incredible performance as a complex hero. Okay, did they just say his incredible performance as a complex hero? My brain.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
My brain heard.
I could heir the gears grinding in your brain from here, and I'm in Florida, and you're in wherever you're at.
That's scary shit right there.
His character's gone on quite a journey since the very beginning of these Marvel movies, but it wasn't until Thor Ragnarok, you mean Planet Hulk, wrapped in a Thor movie, that people really got to start understanding him. In Avengers Endgame, we saw him become Professor Hulk, or Soy Hulk, a combination of both Hulk and Bruce Banner, and he's pretty much akin to the Beast in the X-Men movies. He's a highly intelligent being with the body of the Hulk. He's the best of Bruce Banner and the best of the Hulk. It was a real thrill to see Banner and the Hulk morph into one like that on the big screen, and it had been something which fans were desperate to see. We could be getting a new Hulk in the MCU.
No lies.
Now, with the news that Marvel is developing a She-Hulk TV series, it'll be interesting to see what happens to Bruce Banner's Hulk. Now, this is great because they quote, "We got this covered." We're now getting reports.
Come on, that's
I know.
pretty low when other articles
They're
are
quoting, "We got this covered." Hey, we've got
fucking
this
hate
covered.
that website.
has
Pardon,
been right.
I gotta put $1 in the swear jar. Sorry. Yeah.
They've been right 4 times, and they let you know. They spend an entire paragraph every article telling you.
Damn it,
right.
Pete.
I said it, it's like a marathon runner when you're like, oh, you run marathons? You don't have to ask them because they freaking tell you every
That's all it
3
took.
minutes.
You had to use the W word to get me going.
Yep.
I hate that website so much.
We're now getting reports, and we got this covered, that Marvel Studios is looking to bring a new version of the Hulk, which may get a few fans rather excited. According to the outlet sources,
Wise.
Marvel wants to bring an Amadeus Cho's version of the Hulk, which would make sense, especially after Bruce Banner's pretty bad injury in Avengers Endgame. This writing is
that's like me.
horrible.
That's like me putting an article on RaidersOfLostFlicks.com and saying, well, according to an article from Gossip Pop, Jeremy Renner likes to bite Whammon on the leg.
Hey, just his daughter.
Swipe left, please.
Swipe left for Jeremy Renner.
No, swipe
And-
right for Jeremy Renner.
Hashtag swipe
SpaghettiOs.
right for Jeremy.
SpaghettiOs. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I don't care
Spaghetti
what you
bros.
guys say.
Spaghetti Bros.
Spaghetti hoes.
Spaghetti Bros.
Spaghetti hose.
It's fine.
So they brought this Amadeus Cho character does exist in the MCU's continuity, because if you remember Avengers Age of Ultron, the scientist that was assisting Tony Stark in the beginning of the movie was Helen Cho, and that is Amadeus Cho's mom. So Banner ended up putting the Infinity Gauntlet on and snapping his fingers in the movie, and his arm is basically useless ever since.
Spoiler alert.
That was a whole lot of Cho in that article.
There was a lot of Cho.
Cho did.
So he might end up going through some stuff after that incident, and it's not really known what his involvement in the She-Hulk series will be. Well, he's the reason Jennifer Walters gets her powers.
Soy Hulk.
not according to them.
No, not according to a fucking writer who said we need to switch the origin story because it's wrong that she has to get her powers from a man. Well, that's
How dare you?
Hipster
Yeah.
Hulk.
That's some
That-
powerful jizz.
That said, we got this covered was keen to stress Marvel
they
isn't looking
Why?
to bring an end to Ruffalo's version of the character in the MCU. They merely want to bring some new blood as a means to prepare for the future and for the old guard to be able to hand over the reins to some of the new members of the Avengers. And what do you make of blah, blah, blah? Okay, so this article
Trash.
is trash. It is.
Garbage tier.
But I'd heard this from more than just this source, and some bigger YouTube channels were talking about this, of the 100K plus variety. So
Boy, we have no idea what you're talking about.
no. It's not somebody that I really even subscribe to. It's just a channel that I watch when
You're
it
a
comes
lie.
to nope. When it comes to the
I'm
MCU.
just kidding. Go.
When
I
it-
will
when it
stop interrupting you.
That's fine. No, I'm used to it. When it comes to the MCU though, I do watch it because they have some good inside information. And this kind of perplexed me that they're going to bring in another male Hulk. Or do they already have doubts about the selling points of the She-Hulk series?
It's giving you Forest Eye. That you said that whole sentence with Forest Eye. Oh shit.
It hurts. I mean, really, they were making a big deal out of this She-Hulk show, who's going to be She-Hulk. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to, they're thinking about Amadeus Cho now, which he's only been around. The character's only been around since 2005. I mean, She-Hulk's been around for like what, 30 some years, probably around there, if not longer in the comics.
Not long enough for anybody to give a shit.
Yeah, you know who would make a good She-Hulk? Cassandra Peterson.
I don't know who that is.
You know who Cassandra Peterson is? Better known as Elvira.
Mr. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
I knew that one.
She's still beautiful. She just had a birthday. She's like what, almost 70.
Mhm.
She's still absolutely
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yep.
Still hotter than Kim Kardashian at 70 years old, man.
Faux show.
There's
That's-
20-year-olds that look better than Kim Kardashian. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's not a good reference point.
Well,
You know who else looks really good for their age? Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Yes,
Looks
we've discussed
fantastic.
her and Elizabeth Hurley before.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would mention Elizabeth.
Both
Hurley.
of them well into their 50s and stunning, just stunning. Not stunning and brave, but just beautiful. No.
And my
you
personal favorite,
cannot-
Katie Sackhoff.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
You cannot say the word stunning to anybody
I
these
know,
days
I
and not
know.
add brave. I'm like
I
terrified
mean,
of it.
you'd be pretty brave to do it, honestly. So
This is true.
It's horrifying. I'm like, don't finish the sentence.
if you get rid
I
of
don't
the
wanna be
Italian, it's just
stunning.
more.
You know, the last time I actually heard that seriously used in a sentence was last year. There was some guy, I don't remember what actor it was, but he wore an outfit to the Academy Awards, and the top half of the I say costume, all right, because I don't know how else to describe it. The top half was a tuxedo, and the bottom half was like an evening gown.
Say what?
And the tweet was like, "It's stunning and brave," and it just stuck. And I hear that word on a daily basis now in our nerd circles. Stunning and brave for wearing part dress, part tuxedo to the Academy Awards.
Was that
Yeah.
Jared Leto?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Jared Leto. It was an African American gentleman. I don't remember
Oh.
who he was.
Was it RuPaul?
Was it one of Will Smith's kids?
Was it Bruce Jenner?
Believe it or not, was not one of Will Smith's kids, but that would have been my
I would have thought it would have been the boy. What's his name?
Jaden.
Oh, he's such a
Sally
terrible
or
actor. Ugh.
Jimmy or
Jaden.
I don't know.
Yeah, that needs to be a watch party on my channel, After Earth.
Oh God. The
Yeah,
Turkish.
You thought the unicorn store was bad.
Oh God.
I am still. We are 2 weeks out, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that movie was.
I'm
What
so
was
glad
it?
I missed it.
No,
You see that
I'm
board
like,
in the background behind MJ? That's actually the board where she's trying to solve the riddle for there's
my
like a little
picture board. I didn't realize you could. see
There's
that.
like yarn and stuff like pointing to clues, and she's got pictures.
She's
and
trying to find Pepe Sylvia.
there's like a picture of Alfred E. Newman on one side and like Albert Einstein on the other side. She's trying to solve the code for
Wait, time out though. Can you actually see what's on there?
no.
You can't see. I mean, you can see
Okay.
it. You just don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm using it as a prop for comedic value.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you can't see. 'Cause that's-
Let's just say I
that's
watched
not behind
Beautiful Mind. Ever since I've seen A Beautiful Mind, I always try to bring that into any kind of a
Yep.
reference I can possibly get. That's like
Okay.
like A Beautiful Mind is like you trying to solve the unicorn store, like trying to figure out what it's about.
Okay, granted, I watched the entire movie without any sound, but what the hell was that movie? What
Well, that
was
was
it?
It was
Wow.
Get Out.
Yeah,
That's
was,
what it looked like. It looked like part Get Out. Hey, wait. Chris Wicks raised double dong in the chat. Hey,
It was
Chris
Terror in the
Wicks.
Wax Museum without the wax or the museum.
I've been to a wax museum, and it is a lot more entertaining than that shit.
Brie Larson brought the wax. Hey, if you're in the chat right now, make sure you bitch slap that like button.
Please,
All right, so
please push the like button.
Please gently tap the like
Don't
button.
tell me what to do.
Don't tell me
I
how to
know.
live. Don't tell me how to live my life.
You're not the
Let
boss
my
of
butthole
mine.
and gently tap it.
I tell Pete that 20 times a day.
Yes, yes, you do.
You're not
Um,
the boss of me.
So, I mean, what do you guys like? Really, what do you? Another Hulk now. You've
Why?
got-
Answer me that. Riddle
Well,
me
first of
that.
all, the
Why?
Hulk didn't have a big enough part, I felt, in the MCU in the first place.
No.
So why have another ancillary character that's exactly like another ancillary character if you're trying to build an all-new Avengers? That's like your first mistake. You know,
Because I don't even have a response to that. I got nothing.
I don't understand what you like. You said you kind of made him look like a bitch in Endgame. Like, I mean, yeah, he did the
It
reverse snap
started
and
in
everything.
Infinity War. Infinity War. He
Well,
was,
Thanos beat the piss out of him.
why was he even in that movie?
But they explained
good
why-
question. I can't answer that one for you.
especially after Ragnarok. Like they like you
Like
said,
he was freaking great in the first Avengers movie, but Infinity War, he's so shoved to the back. It's not even. funny.
Even if he's not, I'm not really a Hulk fan, so I don't really care if he's great or not in the movie. But the first Avengers and even the second one, he had a pretty big role.
Mhm. Oh,
And
he
then
had
all of a
decent part
sudden,
in that one.
now he's just like, you know, the cheerleader on the bench.
I'm a Hulk fan in the way that I get where his origin comes from, which is he is Marvel's answer to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't treat the Hulk character like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the MCU. So why make another character just so that you can shove him off into the back again?
I feel like they started to. They approached it with that.
Well, not only that, but all the Hulk movies in the MCU, I'm sorry, fans, if you don't agree with me, they're trash. Every single one of them, all of the Hulk movies, terrible. I feel like the one that was probably the best was the TV series. Okay, it as old as it is, at least it had a good Hulk and it had a good Bruce Banner.
I feel like that's why I'm not a big Hulk fan, because I hated him in that.
Yeah, I grew up with that show. That was like the only TV show that was based on comic books that was successful, you know, so you watched it on a weekly basis.
I was not even really a Captain America fan. And then when I seen Chris Evans take on Captain America, which opinions aside, he plays Captain America very well. So that
I agree.
Absolutely.
That sold me on that. I was like, okay. And then I went back and I started reading the comics, and like I wanted to know more and have more about his story. So
same here. A good origin story should get you into the comic book and start reading. I started reading around the same time. I went out and bought the collection. You know that when you buy those little books that tells you like all the essentials that you need to read. I still have it. Yeah. Interesting characters. I always thought he was like a kind of a doofus until I saw the movie, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a pretty interesting character.
Chris Evans made me appreciate him, where Mark Ruffalo,
no. I don't think any of the Hulk movies worked, and then I at one point I think they just kind of gave up. So that's why this news seems even more weird. Because you're gonna have to do another origin story, and considering that all the other Hulk origin stories didn't work, why do it this time? Why is it going to work now? You know, this is like the Terminator Dark Fate all over again.
Well, there's still, I don't know how long the rights for the Hulk are tied up with Universal Pictures, because that's who owns it. Or
forever until they sell it.
I mean, well, I don't know. They have like an agreement like they did with Spider-Man over like a certain period of time, though.
I know, poor Adam's face. He's Wilson from Home Improvement.
But
hi neighbor.
It's just I don't understand. Like I said, to me, them, even if they did do this right now, let me take that down. even if they did like put it in, like I said, that just kind of undercuts your chance for Jennifer Walters to kind of stand on her own, because they're going to end up tying this in. Like Thunderbolt Ross wouldn't be a thing, like wouldn't affect her at all. But Amadeus Cho would, because Ross is kind of like a heel anti-hero with the Thunderbolts gimmick, whereas she is like a straight up baby face, and she's the leader of, like, I can't remember what they're called now, the She-Hulk's Female Furies or whatever. Yellow Flash did a video about one of them comics, and I mean it was intersectional feminist trash, like hardcore. Just in your face, ham-fisted shit. But so I don't know where they're gonna make this Amadeus Cho character fit in, if they even decide to bring it in, which who knows, with all the back catalog stuff they're gonna go to now with Disney Plus. These D and E-list characters. So
I don't know. It seems irrelevant and stupid at this point. Just let it go.
Especially going all the way back to, Helen Cho, who was in Age of Ultron, how many years ago now? Like 5 years ago?
I don't know. I forgot everything about that movie because it wasn't very good.
I can't. I love that one.
Instantly forgot everything after I watched that movie. I was like, oh, wow, that was really...
That introduced Scarlet Witch, though, so...
Right. And
was that her first? I thought Iron Man 2. Oh, no, Scarlet Witch. Okay,
Scarlet Witch.
I was thinking...
No, Natalia Romanoff was in Iron Man 2.
Yes, I remember that scene very well.
I'm indifferent about Age of Ultron. See, it just depends on the day. I have no idea.
Yeah, I just didn't care for it.
Loudy, what did you think of that one? Because you were more recently watched all the MCU movies.
No, I'm not snoozing.
I'm just kidding.
Trust me, you'd know if I was snoozing.
You hear him snoring.
You would hear me snoring. But
Bye, Chris.
Honestly, I liked Age of Ultron. mainly because I'm a James Spader fan,
Same.
and you know, I guess it helped that I saw James Spader in The Office first before I saw him in Age of Ultron.
Yes.
So it's like, oh my God, that's Robert California. So I had something to base it off of. So overall, I liked it mainly. I mean, not just because of him, but also because it introduced another version of Quicksilver, and it introduced Scarlet Witch, and all that as well. And it just I feel like it culminated together pretty well.
Yeah, I think that movie gets a lot of undue hate. I mean, it's not great.
I don't hate it. It's just I found it to be very forgettable. Like I don't remember a lot of it.
I was sad that Quicksilver went as fast as it died. I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah, geez, spoiler alert.
Yeah, we'll go with spoiler alert. That's not where I was going.
How could you spoil it? 5 years already. God.
Yeah, that I was pretty upset about that. I didn't like that. I didn't want him to die.
Well, too bad he did.
I know.
I didn't mind Evan Peters as Quicksilver in the X-Men movies. I thought he was all right. I like Evan Peters as an actor, though.
And and when I first started watching these movies, I guess that kind of confused me as well, because it's like I didn't really know who anybody was, and then when I started hearing names, I'm like, wait a minute, but he was played by someone else in this movie.
Yeah,
why is he played by this guy in this movie? And it was just really confusing to me at the time.
Okay. Yeah, I like I said, there's all that different continuity stuff is it can get a bit muddled, and I think it'll get worse before it gets better now, especially with them adding in all these other TV show characters. Like I said, with them rumored to bring back Charlie Cox. And our next story here, and this is I'm going to apologize to Groove, because this is from his favorite website.
We got this covered.
We got this covered, baby, right here. Marvel may do
eventually. All journalism is just going to fall under this shit umbrella of this garbage tier website. We got this covered. We just make shit up.
Christian bad to the bone. This came out yesterday. There's been a lot of talk about Daredevil hopefully coming back to the MCU following Netflix clearing house of its Marvel content due to him being a good fit for the franchise. The Punisher, meanwhile, is not a character you could easily drop into, say, an Avengers movie and have him team up with Rocket and Groot. Instead, the studio would have to be willing to commit to keep the mature tone of the series to make sure it works. Thankfully, we're hearing that's exactly what they're planning on doing. We got this covered. It's been informed by our sources. All right, are you guys ready? We're going to know where they were right before. Ready. The same ones who said that Marvel was considering recasting Hawkeye, which has since been confirmed, and that Charlie Cox is returning as Daredevil. Exactly. No. They were considering recasting him at one point. They were considering recasting him. So they were right about something that turned out not to be relevant. All right, let's see. Which trusted insider Daniel RPK has backed up that John Bernthal's Punisher may get his own R-rated film. The studio is currently considering the option, given that they're already beginning to make R-rated movies in the form of Deadpool 3 and Blade.
Give the Punisher to Robert Rodriguez. Saying it right now.
That would be nice.
Yep, I think he could do that.
Yeah. What's more, a Punisher flick would lead to a crossover as well, but not with the Defenders this time around. Sources say that Moon Knight or Blade, or even both, could possibly feature in a Punisher film. I don't know how Moon Knight would fit in with Punisher, and that they'd attempt to get Frank Castle to join the Midnight Suns. We previously reported that Kevin Feige is hoping to do a movie based on the darker superhero team, and the Punisher would likely be a part of it. This is a bit surprising, as the group is usually known for their supernatural heroes in the comics, but the MCU version could be pitched as more like an R-rated Avengers. But in any case, it's early days yet, as Marvel can't do anything with these characters for another couple of years, but it looks like nearly all the Defenders have futures in the MCU, including Jessica Jones and Luke Cage as well. Iron Fist, though, will most likely be rebooted with a new actor, but more of the Punisher is clearly good news for fans, and also Bernthal himself, as the star recently said he's not ready to leave Frank behind yet.
And I covered that ad nauseum on Monday, but
Hey, you
Frank.
don't have to. We got this covered.
Yeah, we got this covered. It has us taken care of. They got it covered. Yep.
They do have this covered, indeed. I like that idea, but like from what I'm hearing, everybody that watched the Punisher show said season 2 is kind of slow paced. Adam,
Yeah, it drags too long, and it spends too much time with characters that are specific to that show that aren't immediately connected to Frank Castle. You don't spend enough time with Frank Castle, and that seems strange to me for season 2. You spent the entire first season setting up his origin story, and then in the second season, we're still doing more of his origin story, but we're also giving you origin stories to characters that are not as interesting. Like way too much. It's one of those seasons where you could have wrapped it up easily in like 8 episodes, and they dragged it out to 13. And you start to feel the length about 5 episodes in. Like, oh boy, we're really dragging this out, aren't we?
So it's like the opposite of Weiss and Benioff then.
I don't know.
The opposite.
I fell the fuck off of Game of Thrones after the 4th episode, so I just couldn't stay with that show. And now I'm actually glad that it ended the way it did, because now nobody will ever say, "Dude, you totally got to watch Game of Thrones, bro. You totally got to watch it. You know, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones."
Hey, you totally got to watch it up until season 7.
Fuck that. Why even
Nope.
bother?
Not for me.
Why watch it so that I don't have to watch that, like not watching the ending or being dissatisfied after 7 or 8 seasons? I don't need that.
Because I don't want it.
No.
Wait, look at who's in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, hail Salvador. He
Salvador,
is
back
back,
from the
baby.
dead. He is
Salvador
back
is
from the
Welcome
dead.
back.
Oh, we better bring up the
Welcome
good
back.
hot pockets.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
That is good to see. That means
We got Goober Brothers in the house too.
Oh wow. Well, there's
He's probably at the store.
We got the whole Naughty by Nature crew here.
it looks like there's what are those meeting? There's a meeting in the
Oh my God. Are we dropping that yet or
there's
no?
a meeting happening. It looks like I don't know. No, not yet. Not yet.
You said today. You lied to everybody.
I did.
Liar.
I didn't lie. Wait, what did Tony Montana say? I always tell the truth, even when I lie. What?
No.
What? Should we? It's not not that kind of meeting, Loudy.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least you're
Wow.
paying attention, buddy.
I'm watching the chat.
I was talking to Loudy.
Oh, okay.
I'm paying attention.
So,
I know.
So
was-
the burn. Okay, so wait. Sal says 1 and I meant to say 11 through. Okay, so episode 1 and 2 and 10 are good, and 11 through 13, not 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and that's season 2. Like I said, I watched the first season so long ago. I can't even really remember what the
Are we still on Punisher?
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I couldn't remember. It's been so
the
long.
cutaways got me distracted. Sorry, I was watching the chat.
Stop
yeah,
it, Loudy.
I really like Bernthal as the Punisher, and I really liked the first season. I thought it was really good. And the second season started really good, and then started to lose my interest. And most, like I said, most of my problems with the shows are pacing is really bad, and the ancillary characters are just atrocious. Like they all need to be replaced. That's my biggest fear. And we mentioned this on Monday. I'll bring it back one more time. It's like with Daredevil, that entire cast is perfect. I don't want to see anybody changed out. I want that entire cast to go over to the movies. With Punisher though, Bernthal, everybody else got to go. They got to go. The only one that can stay is maybe Microchip. Microchip can come over because he was all right, but you could still probably replace him. But Bernthal is solid. Everybody else.
But that's the thing, is they're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to get all of the Punisher cast, none of the Daredevil cast, and they're all going to be like wham.
Why are you saying that? Do you know that, or you just have a feeling that that's what's going to happen?
I'm just assuming.
You're just a negative
I'm
Nancy.
an
That's what you
ass.
are. You're
Monica's
a negative.
got this covered.
You're a negative Nancy. No.
You are what you eat.
From MJ'sGotThisCovered.com, the same MJ'sGotThisCovered.com that told you that there would be a She-Hulk show in the MCU, and
Did I tell you that?
no, I'm just
I
making
didn't.
it up at this point. She's like, well, It's gonna be me.
I
the
just
She-Hulk.
have seen SJWs ruin too much good shit. So
Knowing that they're in the writing room, you're probably right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would like to be a little bit more optimistic, but you know, and until Hollywood finally continues to burn down and finishes, this is what's going to happen.
So here's my gig. I will be negative Nancy until you prove me wrong. We can't even see Groove at all. Poor dude.
I'm gonna pop South comment up here.
I was going to reenact my
You can
the
trade
Day
me
of the Dead
spots.
poster.
It's fine. Trade me spots.
Oh shit. So with that being said, we can move on to another topic here. And this is main topic number 2. We're gonna talk some Spider-Man rumor mill stuff and just some kind of Spider-Man news.
Spider-Man, you say on the Itapukuyon's Place to Be channel?
You
Spider-Man talk? Never.
Never discussed Spider-Man here before. I don't think we have anybody in the show who's actually a Spider-Man fan at all.
Have you guys? Spider-Man's cool and all, but have you guys seen Spider Babe?
Yes, I have seen Spider Babe. I used to have that on DVD. I had a set. It was Spider Babe, Planet of the Babes, and Lord of the G Strings. It was all on the
God, I love
DVD
Lord
set.
of the G Strings.
Oh god, those movies are hilarious, dude. I love them.
My favorite character was Dildo Saggins. Monica, you laugh, but
Spider Babe was actually really good. I liked that movie a lot more than I probably should have. Yeah.
Spider Babe.
Spider Babe.
So this is Screen Geek.
Just sipping on my root beer over here.
Rumors: Spider-Man multiverse being planned with Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. Wow, would that be a fucking that would be something.
Talk about going into the Spider-Verse.
That would be something. Marvel Cinematic Universe has been pretty epic. Let's see. Well, 22 out of 23 movies anyway. Avengers Endgame was a good wrap, with Spider-Man Far From Home serving as an epilogue, but they're not done yet. And believe it or not, I'm walking on air. DC has something that they don't. I'm not talking about their movies. Over on a little channel called the CW, they are planning a massive event called Crisis on Infinite Earths. The famous comic book arc will be adapted, and they're using this to pull the elements from DC's history to create a multiverse. Therefore, it's rumored that Marvel might do the same. The rumor suggests that a multiverse is being planned, which will include elements from their past. Such will probably stem from the upcoming Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Does that mean we can see Eric Bana as the Hulk again? Because that would be interesting.
Eric Bana and Ed Norton as the Hulk at the same time. That would
Which one's your favorite, though?
Which one of those are my favorite? None of them.
Norton.
No, you have to choose. Gun to your head.
Well, the problem is some of them are better Bruce Banners and some of them are better Hulks. Probably have to go with Norton, I would say, just because Edward Norton is always. I think he's the best actor out of those three.
You made that too logical.
Sorry, I
You
bring
just
logic
under
into
breath
things.
having to make that choice.
I was trying to be logical.
I didn't
My
have
Vulcan
that
upbringing.
Logic be damned. And you were talking about sidebar articles over here. Look at this on the side. WB still wants Joker and Harley Quinn movie starring Robbie and Leto. No.
Why?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. No, nobody
I'm
wants
calling
that.
bullshit on that one. Yeah.
That's
They
one of
want
the-
it, but no one else does.
That is
Margot Robbie doesn't
clickbaiting,
want that.
clickbaitiness.
Yep. Nobody wants to work with Jared Leto as a Joker.
No.
No. Let's see.
Only
Okay.
Mr. Bungle wants to work with Jared Leto as a Joker.
The
Mr.
first
Bunghole?
Don't be a Mr. Bungle.
The first part of this plan is to include Spider-Man in the
Thick
Venom
skin.
series. When Sony and Disney reached a new deal, announcements were that Tom Holland would be included in MCU and Sony's SUMC. Just the Venomverse. We just call it the Venomverse. Therefore,
Is that
Holland,
Sumac? Sony
That's
Sumac?
Poison Sumac. Holland will probably appear in Venom 3, which is going to be Maximum Carnage. However, the third installment of
Don't
Sony's
say that.
symbiote may not be necessarily be called Venom 3. The studios may be planning a Maximum Carnage adaptation, or even better yet, a Spider-Verse adaptation. No, a Spider-Verse adaptation is not better than a Maximum Carnage
I'm sorry,
adaptation.
but SUMC, only an SJW could come up with an acronym that's stupid. It's so
Right.
bad. It's terrible. They're so bad with names. These are the
Yes.
same people that brought you Star Trek STD.
Yeah.
Shit,
Star
titty
Trek
dick.
STD.
Star Trek Discovery, initials STD. Wow, you really didn't think that through, did you? Damn it.
They did not. They did not. Let's see, but here's the kicker. These rumors circling the
Or Birds
Spider-Face
of Prey. Birds of Prey acronym is
Bop.
BOP.
Bop. Oh,
Fucking BOP.
that's
I'm gonna go see
Bop,
BOP,
G
bro.
Bop, We
Totally
Bop,
gonna go see BOP.
Isn't that a 90s song?
80.
Bop.
Cyndi Lauper.
Bop, boo, ba doo, ba doo, bop.
There we
Well,
go.
if you're singing She Bop a Loo Bop, that's
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper from the
Yep.
80s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You know, I bop, he bop,
She
we bop.
bop, she bop, believe bop, I
We went
bop,
to
I
Hanson.
bop.
Hanson, I could not think of who sang that. Okay.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop. All right, this sounds ambitious, and this would complete DC's crisis, but I would see Marvel recasting Garfield and Maguire in different roles, then putting them back in Spidey suits. But crazier things have happened. J.K. Simmons did return as J. Jonah Jameson, hasn't he? Take this rumor with a huge grain of salt. So they just vindicated themselves of any responsibility for anything they've written in this entire fucking shitty article, which is nothing but a bunch of tweets strung together. To see
Grain of
Tell
salt.
us how
That's,
you really feel.
that's
Yeah.
where we got this covered, built their entire career
On a grain of salt.
on a single grain of salt.
a house of cards built with all the strength of wet napkins piled on
Remember,
top of each other.
like Alex says, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yep. And
TikTok.
a blind squirrel
Pitter
can
patter.
always find a nut. To see if this rumor unfolds into reality, check back with Screen Geek. Venom 2 is planned for October 2nd, 2020, and Spider-Man 3 will arrive on June 16th, 2021. If Disney and Sony are planning something this big, I'm sure we'll see signs in these two movies. Yeah, that's about it there with that one. So, I mean,
No fucks given.
what do you think they could get that organized? I mean, really, Garfield, Maguire, and Holland all under one. I mean, for Tom Holland, outside of and Loudy sent me the article about what is that movie called, Loudy, with him and Daisy Ridley?
Oh, fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus. Hold on.
That's
That's
it.
a long
Yeah,
title.
that's the
Yeah,
one.
but no, it was hold on. It was Chaos Walking.
On
Yeah.
Sunshine?
Yeah,
walking on sunshine.
Chaos Walking starring Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland has been deemed quote unquote unreleasable.
Yeah.
But that was like 3 months ago they said that.
And they still haven't released it. So
Yeah.
it must be
Okay.
true.
If they didn't put it out in the busy November sweep season like they did now, then it's really not watchable. They'll throw that shit out in Dumpuary if they release it at all.
I'm
Or
really
they'll go
surprised
straight
they
to
didn't try to. I'm really surprised they didn't try to battle Joker with that.
yeah, right. So, hashtag see that instead. Yeah.
Oh,
We've
hi,
got-
Salvatore.
Oh, hi,
Salvador.
Sal. We've
No,
got
but you were mentioning
Sal,
Garfield,
you have been missed. FYI.
Garfield, Holland, and who else now? What did they say? Garfield, Holland, and
McGuire.
McGuire. Does that sound like a 70s folk singing group? Like
Garfield, Holland, and McGuire.
like they should be singing Bridges Over Troubled Water or something like that.
Toby'd be in the back with a tambourine. Tom Holland would be the one cross-dressed, flipping around the stage, singing Umbrella. And
Like a bridge over troubled
Freaking
comics.
fight me on that one. God
and fucking Andrew Garfield just be curled up in a corner crying because that motherfucker can't get a job since he got
Yes.
fired. He's a crying ass
Oh,
Spider-Man.
God. Yeah.
He's a crying ass Spider-Man.
He never rebounded from this shit.
No,
That's
Toby.
my favorite scene.
That is, I love Toby's. I love the emo spider dance, man. That's better than anything Andrew Garfield did in 2 fucking movies.
Yes, I love the Spike.
So,
I
so
do.
here's my big question: who plays Uncle Ben?
He's dead, man. I'm
yeah,
not sure where
No,
you've
no, no,
been, but
he has to come back to life so he can die again.
I
Oh,
would
no.
really
No.
like to see Morgan Freeman play Uncle Ben. I don't know why. I just would.
How about, hello, it's me, Uncle Ben. That's right. You might know me from the Cleveland show. That got canceled, Cleveland.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about Spider-Man. I was thinking about the guy at the box of rice. I wasn't thinking about the movie. I apologize. Yeah. I could totally see
Benioff?
Morgan Freeman plugging Uncle Ben's rice.
Oh my god, that just went dark.
I'm so sorry.
Are you
I was
saying that
thinking
'cause
about-
Morgan Freeman's black?
I was thinking about the rice. No, it just the guy on the box of rice looks like Morgan Freeman.
Oh no. We'll be back after these brief commercial messages from Alt-Right Chicken.
Also brought to you in part by.
Adam is dead.
Oh,
Check on your friends, man. Check on your friends.
be sure to have your
I'm
pets.
sorry. I just like I was like, you said Uncle Ben, and I was thinking of the box. I'm like, oh, Morgan Freeman. Oops.
Be sure
No.
to have your pets spayed or neutered, ladies.
Oh shit.
You know what? I think. Oh my god.
See,
Please
now you're never
highlight
gonna be able. You're
Cody's
never gonna be able to
comment.
do the Uncle Ben origin story ever again because nobody will ever take it seriously. They're always gonna be thinking of Uncle Ben. He makes some chicken ass rice, man.
He really doesn't though. It's like minute rice. I mean, it's not that
The Uncle Ben origin story? What, are we going back to when he was born?
good.
When he married
know.
Aunt May?
I don't know. He wasn't mentioned.
Okay, I have a question about Aunt May. I just want to know because everybody shits on mom jeans, but nobody had a problem with
Marissa
Tom Holland. Yes, there we go. Her mom jeans. What the fuck is she wearing?
because
Because
Marissa
Marissa
Tomei
Tomei
could sport a sleeping bag and she still make it look
I
hot.
understand, but
Yeah.
they're still mom jeans. Stop encouraging that. Stop
Marissa-
She's
it.
the only one that
Marissa
can get away with
Tomei
it.
could wear a fucking burlap sack and it'd be the fucking sexiest burlap
That's
sack
right,
on this
yep.
side of the planet.
But stop influencing mom jeans. Damn it. Stop it.
Listen, if she can wear mom jeans and make them look hot, then she can wear mom jeans and make them look hot.
No. Shut your filthy mouth right now.
I can't help it. I only like to talk dirty, Monica.
Fucking Cody, I was thinking about the rice.
I was.
I said that 5 minutes ago to highlight it.
I'm
You're
a fat
behind.
guy. Fat guys think about food. Okay, that
love
was the
it.
first thing that popped in my head was the box of rice. I'm like, yes, Morgan Freeman, play that
Well,
box of rice.
Well, you know what? I'm
Oh,
not going to play a box
damn
of
it.
rice, but I'm going to do a screen share here real quick because
Did you just say whelp?
I-
What was that article that started out with whelp?
well,
That was something we read on Monday. I'm
I
pretty
know.
sure it
Who
came
was
from We Got
that?
This.
I
It's
think it
probably
was We
something
Got
from
This
We Got This
Covered.
Covered. Yeah.
but let's share this.
Pete is
screen
infected.
It
because
was either We Got This Covered or Den of Geek.
I
One of
got
those two.
I got tested for that. I'm
You
not
got tested
infected.
for Denim Geek?
It was
We're going to,
positive for we
we're
got
gonna-
this covered.
Here,
sorry.
This is I think this is apropos tonight. We'll watch this.
We're women on the go. We need a tampon that works with our lifestyle.
That's why we used to the
I-
perfect tampon for that thing that happens. That thing is periods. Periods in the vagina and the uterus.
Wait, did you get my meme?
Dependable. Tampax is perfect for when tiny eggs come pouring out of my vagina covered in blood, and I need something to scoop them up to put back inside my body so that I can have babies. Someday.
Women everywhere agree that Tampax
Oh,
there is. Whether
This
your
girl
vagina
right
is
here-
tall,
Wait,
round, square, or shaped like a
you're
weird,
going to kill Adam.
they're sure to become best friends forever.
Literally impossible to know when your period will hit. Once a month, twice a month, 15 times a month, 100 times a day. But I know that no matter how often it comes, I can always count on Tampax.
Studies show that Tampax tampons absorb 75% more blood, sweat,
Huh.
and Cool Blue Gatorade than the competing brand.
Oh, cool. It's Gatorade. Okay.
oh, blue
I was
baby.
curious.
Things come out of you.
Tampax is the right fit for every woman, no matter how heavy your flow is or how tiny your butthole is. That's where tampons go. Just to do it for the week.
Tampax, so that the inside of women's bodies don't get cold.
Oh my god, that's great. You have to send him the meme. He has to show that meme. that you
I
me.
sent it to him.
Share the. Can you share the meme? You have. We never
Wait.
show memes on this channel.
Where did you
this,
send
this
it?
would be a good
I
time.
texted it to you.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, hang on.
I can I'm scared of that thread. Let me just resend this.
Yeah, just resend it to me. But yeah, so I used that commercial on the air when I was DJing like probably 4 or 5 years. It was about 4 years ago I used that, and I got so many fucking comments like, that was the funniest shit I've ever. And women were laughing like, oh my god, is that something? Is that supposed to, a lot of them didn't catch what it was at first because I played it 2 weeks in a row, and it's like, well, this is if men wrote Tampax commercials, because I played it on the flips of my like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Spot I had, which I called the flip side. So yeah, that was oh yeah, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, you have to show this one
Yep.
because this one gave me a good chuckle. I was having a really shitty day, so I appreciate that meme.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Sometimes you just need that. That's why it cracks me jokes I do, because I feel like humor can solve, well, maybe not solve your problems, but definitely makes it a lot easier to get through your day with humor than without. So that's why I always crack the bad jokes.
I mean, I'm always funny. So.
And who says women can't be funny?
That was a joke. I was waiting for Pete to be like, no, the fuck you're not. You're mean.
Well, that just goes without saying. But no, here we go. Let's share this real quick here.
Now everybody knows I sent it. I kind of feel bad.
No, this is worth it.
There it is right there. Non-binary tampon. Gender neutral. Just find a hole and hope for the best. Internal protection that doesn't discriminate. 40 unscented tampons. Flushable. Cardboard applicator.
I like how it's in the fucking generic box. Like the only thing it's missing is that little Equate logo next to it. You know?
I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. That shit's funny.
That shit is fucking hilarious. It got me through my day, man. Oh, I had a shitty week, and that would it hit the spot. All I can say, it hit the spot.
Damn, the commercial spot. Is sarcasm the same as humor? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All our viewers
depends on who you ask.
All our viewers left because of the tampons commercial. Come on back. It's okay. We're done with tampons.
Well, you didn't really prepare us. I was confused.
I mean, it was a sponsor for your channel, right?
Yeah,
Tampax sponsors the place to be reviews, and we gotta have because God knows Benioff and Weiss isn't covering the bills, so
no, they're not paying the bills. Yeah, they're not paying the bills over here.
Oh, who's paying the bills? I'm confused.
Tampax is reimbursing us for that ad.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Did you guys hear about the tampon company that's taken the female logo off of their box to be more inclusive?
Yes, I did. I heard that, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
The MJ emoji just became a face palm.
Yep.
As a woman, I feel like I should be offended by that because fuck all of you people with dicks.
It's going to be more inclusive, Monica.
Yeah, it's inclusive.
We're getting into TMI territory here, so we're just going to stop now. But fuck you, Tampax. Really, I'm on like 4 or 5 swear jar.
I was like, you're on 4 or 5 what?
Swear jar.
Okay.
Damn it.
After a while, she can't tell if she's supposed to be drinking out of the swear jar or putting money into it.
That was like an hour ago.
just pour the rum. Oh shit, it's a swear jar. Did I really go there? Oh no.
Damn it.
Oh no.
If my eyes didn't give it away, I mean, it's so annoying.
Well, you can always tell mine are. They're either like this or they're like this. So, I mean, it's...
No, you look like this. There you go. It's scary. It haunts me in my dreams. Okay, stop. What's our next article?
Sailor Man.
Keep doing it. I got the Jergens next to me.
It haunts you in your dream. Wait, here, let me do it like this. Let me do it like this. Look.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Hey, baby. It's me, the wolf man, baby. I'm coming to get you.
Mute. Make it stop.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Again.
All 3 of you are doing the most creepy reenactments. There we go. Yeah. Words are hard.
Don't be scared.
You think that's creepy?
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I love there's the episode of Family Guy where Peter does that to Brian. Brian's like, Peter, but what about this? And Peter just looks at him and goes, yeah, Brian, but what about this? And he does the thing where he takes his thumb off and Brian's like,
I thought that was gonna be so worse. I was like about to turn my camera off.
No. It's like, yeah. Oh, Brian, did you see this one? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Brian. Peter, shut up. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
To kind of move on with the Spider-Man stuff. Venom, Morbius, and Carnage, we already know that they basically exist in the MCU now. You know, J. Jonah Jameson's making a cameo in Morbius. So that's gonna let you know.
Is that confirmed?
It's all but confirmed.
From
all but confirmed.
So,
right.
I mean,
show me the document.
If he does, cool. But I mean, it's only a matter of time before they start crossing these over, because Feige came out and said Spider-Man's the only.
Before they start crossing streams.
Well, we're doing that tomorrow morning on Goober Brothers Entertainment.
I know. I just set you up for a plug. Look at that.
Yeah, that was a fucking that was an alley oop right there.
You're gonna be playing tummy sticks tomorrow morning, not crossing streams.
Oh God. Okay.
I think it's time for another commercial.
Commercial.
Go to commercial. Cut the commercial.
We are all adults here. I just want you to know.
I have a great. We have one more of those little stupid funny videos we're going to show before the end of the stream tonight. And it's one that I've used on the air, and I used to play it over the PA system. I used to play it over the PA system at work, the dealership, on the regular, just to fuck with everybody, because it's something we all had watched. So,
swear jar.
You know, fuck that swear jar.
Fuck it right in the jar.
Oh, I will. I will. That opening's big enough. I'm fucking going to town.
The visual that goes through my head.
Well, if it's gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Whoa, you leave my mashed potatoes alone, sir. You go to the gravy.
You do that. Hey, man, if you're gonna do that shit, go to motherfucking Golden Corral.
Oh my God.
Oh, Golden Corral gets so much hate. They deserve all of it.
Ryan's? Have you seen Ryan's? That's like a step down from Golden Corral.
Fuck is Ryan's? Is that like some
exactly
backwater?
Never heard of it.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Christ, I've never even heard of it.
It's the low grade Golden Corral.
It sounds like a Denny's that got strung out on meth, and it just has to change its name to Ryan's, and it's living on Skid Row. It's like kind of food, kind of sidewalk pizza. Who knows?
Basically, yes. House. Denny's is like breakfast. Ryan's is lunch and dinner.
Yeah, do they serve you scrambled eggs in a dirty ashtray there?
That would actually be a step up from what they serve.
Oh, it gives me Forrest Whitaker. Just thinking about it.
Waffle House and IHOP look classy.
Waffle House. I love IHOP. Fuck off. Damn
IHOP
it.
Is great.
It's good, but it's
I
fucking...
love IHOP and pancakes.
I love pancakes too, but
I make some really good peanut butter banana pancakes.
She's about to bring out the pom poms. She's gonna cheerlead for IHOP.
I'm not a cheerleader.
But you could be for IHOP.
You can still cheer on IHOP. Yeah, you don't have to be a cheerleader to cheer something on.
Flare X and hot apple pie.
I just enjoy pancakes with syrup.
Oh, they make a really good mulligan stew. You know what I mean?
We all like pancakes.
I'm telling you guys, you know,
not all of us.
I can make some really good peanut butter banana pancakes.
Oh, can you, Loudy?
I can.
What the hell?
I love
peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Oh, man.
Grilled peanut butter and banana sandwich. Freaking try it. It will change your world.
Hey, guys, you want to change your world? Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a tall glass of cold milk.
Nope, I don't like jelly.
Well,
grilled peanut butter and banana.
This is the part where you ask her, why do you hate fun?
Why do you hate fun so much?
Why is it every time we try to do something fun, you make it not that?
This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm just kidding.
It's like some fuckery's afoot here. I don't know what's going on.
It's where we need that Michael Scott thing where he says to Toby, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, every time I try to do something fun, you make it not that. Why is it? Why are you the way? Why are the way you are? Why do you choose to be the things that you do? The things that you do, Toby. The goodbye, Toby.
I wish I could cry on command, because I would be crying right now.
Oh no, you wouldn't. You'd be dropping fucking elbows and shit on motherfucker. She's like, I'll get you in a folding chair. Fried cucumber sandwich.
I totally sold myself out. Yes, I don't know what day it was at work. Somebody
Flair,
said something about a folding chair, and I was like, "Are you a wrestler?" And then they're like, "What do you know about that?" I was like, "Doesn't matter."
Don't
Just
ask.
walk
You wouldn't
out of
believe me if I
this.
told you.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna leave this conversation. I did
This-
not mean to say anything.
This when you just look at him with a real serious look and say, "There's not enough hours in the day for me to explain this to you." All right?
It comes out of
pitter
my
patter.
mouth.
Yeah.
Right. Clean it up.
Ninja dust.
I still have I still have my folding chair that I used to. Now, when I was working for Chrysler, I would offer people an extra $1,000 if they took a chair shot from me. I'd give you an extra $1,000 on your appraisal. You had to sign a waiver, though. I told one kid straight up, I was like,
I do it.
If you take a shot, he asked me if I'd hit him in the head with it. I said, "Oh, you got to sign another waiver for that one because you can't use your hands and protect yourself." He goes, "Really?" I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "Well, is your chair, is it fake?" I said, "Here, let me see." I pulled the chair from behind my desk. It's a steel fucking chair. I'm like, "Here," slapped his hand on it.
I do it. $1,000 to $1,000.
My boss knew what I was doing because he was in on the joke and his office is attached to mine. So he came walking over. He goes, "We can do it in here." I'm like, "Yes, I can clear the ceiling tiles with it." I said, even if I clip one of them, I said on the downswing, it won't matter. I said, that chair's got enough weight. I said, he's gonna fucking fold. The kid looks at me, he puts his hands behind his back. I was like, "You ready?" He said, "Yep." Fucking my boss laughs. He goes, "Get the fuck out of here." The guy's like, "Oh my God." He goes, "I thought you were actually gonna do it." I'm like,
Oh, I thought you would have too.
What end of the spectrum are you on, motherfucker? Like, I could really hit some. Trust me, I wanted to at that point. I'm like, I just want to waffle this.
Now I'm disappointed. That whole story, I'm disappointed.
I would have lost my goddamn job right there.
He signed a waiver.
We made this shit up. I made it up on a preset document on my fucking computer and printed it out. Just
I'm
like idiots like
disappointed.
him.
Doesn't matter. Move along.
Oh, God.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Ninja dust.
That's it. Where's the fucking mute button? I'm putting her in timeout. That's it.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Can't put your co-host on a timeout. What's wrong with you?
Oh, he's about like an inch away from firing me.
What?
You have no
always
idea.
Say that like she says that like every other day. Oh my God, was that? Are you gonna fire me?
No, that was one time I was really concerned about it.
I'm not paying you. How can I fire you?
Because I'm a sasshole.
Well, I've got how long have we known each other? Like 16, 17 years. I don't really think it matters at this point. Do you?
No, but you're offended easily. I'm not. And that's my nightmares. Don't do it. Mute.
What are you talking about, woman? I'm not offended by shit.
I beat you. I can't hear you. I just hear you giggle.
All right, man. So for main topic number 3, I think we're wrapped up with Venom and shit. Main topic number 3.
Good choice.
Groove, we're gonna talk a little Star Wars, man. I did include an article on here just for reference, but take it away.
All righty then.
Was I the only one in your live stream earlier, BTW?
Unfortunately.
Do I get like brownie points for that?
Yes, you do. You get lots of brownie points, and you can spend those at the Sizzler or Wendy's or Denny's or
I don't like any of those.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
I don't know if IHOP takes brownie points yet. You can ask them; they'll probably look at you funny. But yeah, it's been one of those kind of
Leave
weeks.
my pancakes alone.
This particular topic interests me, but not necessarily the people on my channel. So hopefully the people on Pete's channel will appreciate it more than my audience does, because I started talking about this and everybody just freaking scatters. All they want to hear me talk about on my channel is Alita news and something about Indiana Jones 5. I did literally one freaking video on Indiana Jones 5. I put almost zero effort into it. It's got like 470 views last time I looked at it. And it's just, all it is speculation. And it's like, well, I guess I could do that video again, but none of the news has changed since I did it the last time. Moral of the story, YouTube is a very strange bird in their algorithm. But yeah, it's not been a good week for me. Audience wise, I don't think people are getting my notifications or whatever. I don't know. I
have not got any of your notifications.
You know, I got my notification for going, and this is how I know something screwed up. I got the notification that my channel went live as soon as my stream was over.
Oh, I got it. So did you guys go live Saturday? Was that Saturday?
I don't recall if we went live. We did Saturday. We did the watch party.
No. Before that.
We didn't go live during the day Saturday.
No, last time Pete and I went live together was last Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, I didn't go live.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. You two were on stream together because you were in your fancy shirt. Because I know I commented that you had a fancy shirt on.
Fancy shirt and is in. It's the one that's clean.
Was that my morning show?
No, it was. I believe it was Saturday. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. I will prove you wrong. I got the notification Monday. I'm about to go look. I got it 3 days later. So there's that.
Yeah, it's something screwed up right now.
Yeah.
People are just not looking at the videos, and I don't really know what else to do about it. I'm going to have to try something different or change some stuff. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully people on this channel are interested in it. And I find interest in this because I'm surprised that this news comes out as close to Rise of Skywalker coming out. Like you know, we're not even weeks away from that movie launching. And I would think that if I was in charge of Disney and Lucasfilm, I would do everything in my power to try to keep a lid on this, which is why I'm starting to speculate that maybe there's more afoot here. Maybe these guys just about face and walked out on Lucasfilm. So anyways,
it was 4 days ago, BTW.
I
It was on Pete's channel.
Okay. I know what you're talking
The Charlie's Angels.
That's right. That was the Charlie's Angels gimmick. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that we got that cleared up, go ahead. Continue.
But David Benioff, to be fair, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss were reportedly removed from Star Wars following Games of Thrones finale. This is the updated version of the one that I read earlier, so that's good. Updated 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Vanity Fair's Joanna Robinson says the episode she made the comments on is being pulled. Some rumors and conjecture I had heard and chatted about informally on one of my Patreon-supported podcasts has been wildly misrepresented on Reddit. She wrote on Twitter, what it does not meet the standard of any actual reporting. I was not speaking from my outlet. And here's the tweet. Hello, hi, to clarify some rumors and conjecture I heard and chatted about informally on one of my Patreon-supported podcasts has been widely misspread on Reddit. What I said does not meet standard is basically what they just said. So I'm not going to read all of these tweets. But last year it was reported that David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the showrunners behind Game of Thrones, had signed on for a trilogy of Star Wars films. Yes, they were very vocal about this because at the time, Game of Thrones was the show in town until the series finale, which I've heard more about that than I ever want to know about. Okay, just saying. I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones, but boy, were people in a hurry to tell you about it. Anyway,
yeah.
Information regarding their involvement to the projects which they were set to write and produce had been minimal since the announcement this week. It was revealed that the two were no longer involved. There are only so many hours a day. We felt we could not do it justice to both Star Wars and our Netflix projects. Mind you, this article is not telling you they got a 9-figure digit salary for their Netflix project. So I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. Weiss and Benioff said in a joint statement, they smoked a joint and made a statement. In a Patreon-only episode of the Storm podcast, Vanity Fair's Joanna Robinson said she heard from the sources that the two were let go months ago, shortly after divisive Game of Thrones season finale aired and just before their Netflix deal. Contrary to their statement, I heard from some Disney folk that they were wondering, do you think the backlash is a flash in the pan or here to stay, Robinson revealed, referring to the internet outrage at how Benioff and Weiss handled the Game of Thrones finale. By the way, this has been sponsored by sawdust-flavored Benioff and Weiss ice cream, available at your local grocer's freezer. The toxicity around Game of Thrones finale combined with the anger around Star Wars The Last Jedi was cited as a possible reason for their departure, as Disney allegedly wanted to avoid upsetting more fans. Weiss and Benioff were removed from the franchise over the summer before they made their deal with Netflix. Robinson said, my understanding is it was a soft firing and they didn't announce it to allow Weiss and Benioff to stop themselves around. Let's stop right here. So if they didn't want to announce it, again, why would you announce it not even a month before your big movie coming out?
Right.
Negative
and
news.
Weren't they just talking about it a month ago?
They were just talking about it a month ago. This is one of those cases where there's somebody's truth, somebody else's truth, and then the actual truth. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I'm hearing different sides of the argument. So the company quietly removed them from Star Wars in May in order to allow them to shop their talents around, eventually landing on a deal with Netflix worth upwards of $200 million in August. The timing of it is very suspicious, she added. No shit, Sherlock. Robinson also suggested Benioff and Weiss' recent comments about removing some of the fantasy elements from Game of Thrones in order to appeal to more than just hardcore fans, sped up Disney's announcement. Robinson reiterated that the firing happened a long time ago before the panel, though. When Game of Thrones Season 8 premiered earlier this year, it was met with negative reviews from the fans and critics alike. So, wow, a lot going on there.
A lot of bullshit.
Yeah, it's especially okay. I can see letting go of Star Wars, but what I'm confused is, did these people want out? Were they fired, or did Netflix just give them way more money than Disney was willing to give them?
Yes.
Like all of those work. That's why I'm really interested in the story, because it's like there's some bullshit afloat. None of the spin doctoring here is working on this. It's so generic the way they're trying to spin this. And
so wasn't it just a month ago that Disney was like basically congratulating them?
Yeah.
So if they were let go, why are you praising them and promoting them?
The only thing I can think of is that they're afraid, but see, this sentence wouldn't make sense either. They're afraid of the backlash, like the backlash they got from Rian Johnson's movie. But according to Disney, that trilogy is still moving forward, even though we haven't even seen so much as concept art for it. That's still somehow moving forward.
I feel like it's all bullshit. If you put it in a timeline sequence, I feel like they left and Disney is like, they don't want to admit that everything is that bad. So
and that's why I believe that too.
The rug.
I believe that too, because if they didn't actually leave, obviously they're going to say something like that, because it's just professional to not throw your potential employers under the bus, or even your former employers. You just part ways and you say, we had some, you make up some bullshit and then you move on. But yeah, I think they walked away, and I think that this is Disney trying to spin it like this is what's going on.
Because if you pull, like I said, pulled the timeline about it, it's clear as
doesn't
day
add
that
up.
They left.
And if it really was Disney's plan to do this, then they would not be announcing this shit now. They'd be announcing this shit like a week after Rise of Skywalker comes out.
Correct. And in my head too, that makes more sense. Like, just blame it on them. Be like, oh, it sucks we didn't get any box office because of them. Look at this shit. No.
Well, that's still like the article we talked about earlier on your channel, Adam, where Kennedy was like, will the door still open if they have time to come back eventually, blah, 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 because it's all the same excuse. Oh, they just didn't have the time. Well, it doesn't sound that way now, does it?
No, I think we have yet to find out more information about this. Now, that's the what's really happened is what they're trying to keep a lid on at this point. I think they're in damage control mode once again. Yep. Lucasfilm in damage control mode prior to a film's release. Why can Kathleen Kennedy not keep her ducks in a row when it comes to her employees, her press agents? Always all this bad info coming out prior to a film's release. This has happened ever since The Last Jedi. Like, she cannot keep control of her people. It's like this bad news coming out. I have a feeling like this news is going to unfold even more, and it's going to negatively impact the people that go to the movies.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for like the Wicked Witch of the West scene where she just melts.
That Kathleen Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm melting, Dorothy.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I have no other reasoning as to why she is the way she is.
I do believe, and I subscribe to the theory that she is going to be replaced by Kevin Feige. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not.
No, it's not going to be.
I don't think so either. I don't have any faith in this franchise.
What is the saying you say? Diarrhea or stomach cramps? That's what that is. Kevin Feige or Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah, shit or piss. Pick one. They're both wrong. I don't know. It's because these people always put the cart before the horse, and it never ceases to baffle me how badly they've mishandled this brand. I could get over, like we said a million times, we can get over a bad movie, no problem. It's just the mishandling of the brand. It is, as I've said on my videos, it's unsellable. You can't make money off of this franchise anymore. And if Benioff and Weiss or Ben and Jerry's or whatever the fuck you want to call them probably don't want nothing to do with it because they see the sinking ship, and Kathleen Kennedy's still on the deck like, this ship is unsinkable, heading right towards the iceberg. Everybody else can see it a mile away, but she's convinced that if they just steady their course, they'll be fine.
Yeah, she's on her way out, man. Like I said, them announcing that Kevin Feige is going to come in and do a Star Wars movie when he just got named Chief Creative Officer of Marvel.
And all of this shit coming out before The Rise of Skywalker. If I was trying to keep a lid and make any kind of profit off that movie whatsoever, I'd be keeping all of this news buried under a fucking sofa somewhere. And I don't think that they have the ability to do that.
At the end of the day, if you waited till 3 days after Rise of Skywalker was released, that draws more attention to your damn movie. Like, do they not know how this game is played yet?
I thought you were going to say The Rise of Skullfucker.
I'm not sure.
Rise of Skywalker.
My tongue was stuck to the roof of my mouth.
So it's just
peanut butter.
These things, they are going to impact the ticket sales at some point because any kind of bad news at all, bad publicity. I think these people think that any publicity is good publicity, but in the case of Star Wars, not so much, because Solo proved that. There's plenty of publicity surrounding Solo, and nobody went to go see that movie. So
it was horrible. I mean, like you said, now they're talking.
I mean, it was a bad movie, yeah, but the point I'm getting at is the hype was gone. People are not as they're not as committed to this franchise as they were back in 2015.
No, there was no hype.
And I'm not even talking about fans at this point. I'm just talking about normies, normal fucking people are not committed to this franchise. They've lost interest. They're tired of hearing about it.
All the hype right now is for The Mandalorian.
Yeah, and
because they released a decent trailer that actually,
that was a good trailer. I have to admit that was a good trailer. That looked like the kind of entertainment that I've been looking for out of this franchise was what's in that trailer. And it could be very well that maybe they've lost faith in this movie as well, and they don't care, and they're putting all their eggs in one basket for The Mandalorian. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. I think so. I mean, I don't know.
But the thing is, with
everything I've seen, I would watch The Mandalorian.
But the thing with The Mandalorian, though, is you're requiring people to subscribe to a service to watch it. Whereas,
but I'm already gonna get it because there's other shows that I want to watch, and I already own it. So
right,
it's not gonna do anything.
But you're not gonna use that to necessarily sell the app. You know what I mean?
So had it been a streaming service that I don't already own and I wasn't going to get, then no, I wouldn't be watching it.
Right. Yeah.
And it is going to be used to sell an app, and that app is the Jeremy Renner app. That's available on Android and iTunes.
Swipe right, and Jeremy Renner will serve you SpaghettiOs.
I just want to know which one's the pancakes, right or left?
Left. Are we done with the article there, Adam?
I think so, unless anybody else has any questions or comments. I think that this story is slowly unfolding, and every time I hear it none of the time, like MJ said, none of the timeline adds up with what they're saying whatsoever.
No.
And had nothing came out like months ago, I would be like, oh, okay, not think twice about it. But the timeline that they've released and all the bullshit articles
and the backlash from Game of Thrones was real. I mean, and I think they're afraid of that shit because they've seen how bad it's negatively impacted the sales of their toys.
Which happened in the last 2 months.
And you got to admit, probably about 75, maybe even 80% of people not showing up for Solo probably had something to do with The Last Jedi and all the negative information that came out of that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't botch a movie that big and with that widespread of a release and have word of mouth not have it hit. Look at Justice League. Look at the first to second week drop.
Trash.
Hey, I still like that movie.
I still say that movie was negative. The negative impact with that all started with BVS. It was just like a snowball effect.
Trash.
Because they had all of that shit in production, and then it all came out after BVS and information. It was like this three-way is like 1-2 punch of failures that just all came out in a row. And people just weren't interested by the time Justice League came out. They set up something that nobody was interested in.
It was
But
Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday trash.
they did.
I agree.
Well, DC fucked up because they didn't build around these characters first. You had, here's a team
No,
up
because
movie.
they
and
wanted
here's
to
a
shoot
team
their
up
load
movie.
before Marvel did.
Yep.
Where'd that get you, DC?
Well,
right. Flair X made a good point too. He saw Solo, and if I wasn't a Star Wars film, it wouldn't have been good. You know,
if it was just a heist movie.
You know, the brand has a negative energy to it now.
It
you know,
does.
and that's shitty, and it's unfortunate, but that's where we're at, and you can't just wish that away. The only way you're going to repair this brand is you're going to have to start putting out quality entertainment and not coming up with a release date and then whipping everything together at the last minute.
Well, that's all.
Reshoots.
That's all they did with this trilogy that was supposed to be 2022, 2024, and 2026. Was they gave us release dates, and then we better go get somebody to write and direct and create this. And it's like,
do you remember seeing that one picture, Pete, of the timeline where they just had Star Wars movie, Avatar movie,
Yep.
Star Wars movie, Avatar movie? And I just looked at that and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. Like nobody.
Where do we stand with that now?
What the fuck? You know,
they're talking about Avatar, and they're making they made one Avatar. They're making another 4 fucking Avatar movies. It's like
it was 5 total, right?
Yeah.
This is what I was getting at with the whole BVS thing. It's like you're constantly putting the cart before the horse. Make sure one thing lands and then plan the next thing. You can't just plan all these things out in advance and hope that they all land. It doesn't work like that. You have to make sure you have something to hang it on. You know, what were we just saying earlier? We were talking about Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the 36 Chambers. That came out. You had the whole Wu-Tang Clan together. Do you think any of those solo albums would have sold if that first record hadn't fucking nailed it?
Nope. No, they wouldn't have. You got to hit that big one, man. And that's
what she said.
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Pete's eyes look like he just hit a big one just now, doesn't it?
It's the size of an exhaust port.
It's like a burrito.
I used to practice on Womp Rats. But no, this
is Loudy still with us?
I'm still here.
Okay, just checking. I feel the need to check in every 20 minutes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I may or may not be fighting my demons right now.
That's what I thought.
Oh, is that what you call it when you're twisting one out? No.
Yep. He muted his mic, so we didn't hear the.
I feel like I am intruding.
No, not at all. Everyone's welcome. Helping hands are always welcome.
The rowdy loudy party.
This is like that reminds me of that Rick and Morty. Where's your hands? There's your hands, and that's what
let's all talk about
Handy
Rowdy's router right now.
Oh,
Rowdy
I had
router is fine.
I had to say the word router 2 days ago at work and try really hard not to say router porn.
She was just gonna start saying router porn.
I was like, your router is here.
Oh, your router's here and it's queer, baby.
I was like, I gotta go.
Put in my USB port and hit them switches, baby. Yeah,
with your
yeah,
BBCs.
you know it, yeah.
I plugged in the BBC to
my
the
big
port.
black cords.
Oh, you give me those megabytes per second.
Oh god. How many gigs can you fit in there? Oh my god, so many gigs.
All the gigs.
Oh god, I'm gonna blow all my packets of
Like
information.
your RAM, baby. RAM me. Give me that random access memory.
There's not enough ports for all these BBCs. What are we gonna do?
Overload.
Oh boy. And that is why I have an issue with basic stuff like routers.
And this has been router porn. This has been Rowdy with Loudy. Router porn. Oh god. And then we get it. Never mind. So Star Wars is a mess. Yep, she is.
Shocker.
She's throwing the guns out.
I'm trying. I can't help it.
I gotta tie my hair up and flex. We got that Ryan Johnson nowhere to be seen. They're not talking about a Ryan Johnson trilogy now. They're not talking about that. Yep, she's going with the side tricep now.
Oh.
But they're not talking.
Sorry.
Boo.
Well, there goes
Bring
that.
back the Monica.
We scared her away. But no, they're not talking about a Ryan Johnson trilogy right now. You know, they told him to shut up and stop talking about that. So
Well, okay, yeah, and let's talk about that for just a second because I don't want to start a whole other fucking podcast. But damn it, the Ryan Johnson trilogy. Okay, back when Star Wars purchased Star Wars when Disney purchased Star Wars from George Lucas, the first thing we saw was fucking concept art. Like not even a week after the fucking purchase, concept art for the new movie. Where is the concept art for Ryan Johnson's new trilogy? Nowhere. Not even a fucking production still.
Nope.
But he's supposedly hard at work on this. Come the fuck on, man.
He has no work.
I didn't just fall off the turnip truck.
Yeah, you did.
Thank
That's
God
an old man saying. What is with you people tonight?
Thank God for good direction.
It's an old man's conspiracy.
Dude, I love that song.
I was
I do
sitting
too.
there. Oh God, I'm
Selling
not singing it.
turnips on a flatbed truck.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you.
We had two
Loudy
different
is my
songs going
country
on.
buddy.
We had two different songs going on.
Sorry, I
but-
can't do country.
No,
I just
trust
can't.
me,
That's why Loudy's around because
I can't do it.
I got it.
Monica and I are country buddies.
My wife took my truck to work yesterday, and I get in there, and there's some fucking, I don't know, it's like some, I'm putting Trey in the car seat today, and I turned the thing on. I said, what in the blue hell is this shit?
What was she playing?
I don't know. It was some sad ass country song. I was like, God damn, I was like, the dog can't even run away because she just had her she just got neutered. She done ran away. The truck's under warranty. It fucking broke down. I'm like, God damn. I was like,
My idea of country is playing like a Creedence Clearwater song in a karaoke bar.
I love Creedence though. God damn.
Well,
I love
Loudy
Creedence.
and I are apparently just more open-minded than you.
Right.
I went to see Garth Brooks in concert. It doesn't,
And he puts on a damn good show.
I've seen Garth Brooks in concert 3 times already. He was okay, so he's doing a dive bar tour where he's going to like random dive bars. He went to one in Ohio that's like 3 hours from me, and it was on fucking Monday.
Yeah, the Jason Aldean is playing right now a live show for free. Guess where I am?
The place to be reviews is
Yes.
That's because you don't need to know about that Amarillo sky, and we don't need to take their tractor another round.
Another round. In concert though, George Strait.
I'm so disappointed right now.
I would love to see George Strait in concert. He's cool.
I'm pissed because apparently he headlined Buckeye Country Fest last year, and up at Ohio Stadium, and I would have loved to have gone to that. Actually, I sent my sister the link. I'm like, hey, you want to go? And she's like, I don't think I can. And then just time went by and I forgot to buy tickets for it. And, yeah, but it's okay. I ended up going to Garth Brooks instead and getting engaged. So that was better.
That was better. Well, you were worthy of going to Garth Brooks. So, you know what? Why don't we just do it? Loudy, it's been a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for
16 days.
2 hours later.
Who's worthy of Mjolnir?
Oh, man.
Coach Loudy.
You'll have to bear with me, guys. It's been a while since I've had the helm. Make sure I still got a firm grasp on the handle here.
That's what she said.
Oh, no, it's not what she said, but thanks, Daddy. Anyway.
It's definitely not what she said.
I'll be honest. I've been struggling lately trying to figure out who's worthy of holding Mjolnir because Mjolnir has been out there being a fucking hoe. Letting everyone grab her tail, grab her penis, whatever you want to call it, diddle the handle.
Grab her penis.
That's right. Welcome to 2019, Monica. Grab her penis because penis is now inclusive, just like vagina is now the front hole. But we won't talk about that.
Yeah, so suck her dick. No.
Well, anyways, I'm sitting at my desk yesterday.
No longer my favorite term to use.
What, sitting at my desk? Well, I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm sitting at my desk. Just, things are happening. And it so happens that yesterday was the NFL trade deadline.
Yes.
At 4:00. So.
Oh, God. Do I know where you're going with this?
You don't, because I'm about to swerve this, because so many things happened yesterday that weren't even trade related.
Right.
I'm going to keep this one here in my hometown. And it's going to be a twofer today. All right. It's going to be a twofer. Not only are these guys both quarterbacks, but they are quarterbacks for the 0-8 Cincinnati Bengals, folks. Worthy of holding Mjolnir this week is the belated birthday boy who got benched on his birthday, Andy Dalton, and rookie 103rd pick in the 2019 NFL draft, Ryan Finley. Good job, guys. Since you guys have such a close relationship, you can grab Mjolnir together while you try and figure out how to go 0-8 the second half of the season.
God, dude, are the Dolphins still winless too?
They are. They tried to win on Monday night. They were up 14-3 at the half against the Steelers, and then lost like 27-14.
So they played the Steelers and they got raped?
Kind of. They put up a real good fight in the beginning, and then they just let it happen.
They just laid back and took it. I knew they wanted it. I knew they wanted it.
Let's say see Mjolnir from earlier in the season, but luckily Big Ben Roethlisberger is out for the season.
Yeah.
So now it was Mason, the red-nosed Rudolph reindeer, who's their quarterback right now. He had -7 fantasy points for me at one point.
Oh, wait. Do we want to drop fantasy right now?
Oh, God.
Oh no! I was saying I got my ass kicked by Monica this last week.
She was sending me screenshots.
It's okay. So here's the good thing. So I'm in 2 fantasy leagues, and yeah, I'm 2-6 in the one where Monica whooped me last week. But I'm 7-1 in my other league, and the winner of that one gets a championship ring. So
nice.
You didn't invite me to that one, or else I would have whipped your ass in that one.
That's because I don't think I was really talking to you at the time to know. Hey, I need someone for this. I don't know.
It's okay.
Oh no! Wait, did he? No, he didn't need any. This is another buddy of mine.
We will just let everybody know that MJ beat the coach.
Yeah, it's all right. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut.
Clock is right twice a day. Adam, poor Adam.
He's sleeping. We're talking about football.
So since tomorrow is Halloween, Loudy, do you want to drop your Halloween costume?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be Monty J for Halloween.
Are you really?
Yep. I'm just gonna
complete with the U of M shirt and all.
No. I said I'm not doing that. So
but I have one here that will fit you.
You do?
I shouldn't have said that. Yes.
Great. Let me drive 5 hours to come get it real quick.
Right. See, it's only 5 hours.
Man, I can't wear that tomorrow anyway because I got a game tomorrow. Yo, listen to this nonsense. So Friday was supposed to be our senior night at home, and sorry, I know cutaway here, personal or kayfabe bleeding in, shoot life bleeding into kayfabe here.
You're just killing Adam. Don't worry, it's fine.
I know. Someone's got to. Long story short,
I'm gonna let you throw me under the bus one more time, and then I'm gonna drive that bus right over to where you're at, right through the living room.
It's
you know what
fine.
I'm saying?
I'm driving the motherfucker down to hell, so I'm just saying because you don't.
I'm gonna get up there like a bat out of hell.
You got to get there before the hobos on the train do.
Fuck off! There's a train right now, literally going by. Loudy, hold your thought, because Adam, I was just saying you don't like sports bras.
Sports bras.
Who said that? Did you just assume my sexuality, woman?
I don't like bras in general.
I don't either. Sports ball. You don't like
have
sports
anything against sports bras. I don't necessarily want to wear them, but hey, I'll be all right for seeing them on somebody else. Yeah.
I meant sports ball. That's why I'm saying you
maybe
were
not
dying.
Pete.
Not because of anything else other than you don't like sports ball. Continue, Loudy.
All right. So, long story short, team we were supposed to play Friday. They quit the rest of their season because I don't think they had enough people. And then a team we already played earlier in the season, the team they were supposed to play folded because I don't think they had enough people either. So now we're playing them again, but we're playing them tomorrow instead of on Friday, and it's at their place. So our seniors are having senior night in an away game, and it's all sorts of fuckery.
That doesn't even make sense.
Welcome
and okay.
Welcome to the Cincinnati Metro Athletic Conference. How can I help you?
That speaks volumes.
Well, I mean, it's Cincinnati Public Schools. Things like this happen.
Okay.
Not since I've been coaching there, but
I'm trying really hard to not say anything.
No, please. This is a public forum. Sorry, this is a safe space, Monty J. You can say whatever you'd like.
Just don't clap. There's no clapping allowed.
I did that earlier, and you didn't yell at me.
I know better.
Who yelled? Are
you talking to me? I'm not yelling at you for anything.
I ain't yelling. That's just how I talk. You ain't never seen
this is my action style. Oh shit! So before we wrap up tonight, because I think we keep it at a tight 2 hours a night before Adam passes out over there, and I've been up since like 5. I'm stupid tired.
I was gonna say you're fading more than me. What the hell are you?
I am, man. I'm
Brand. Let's give our schedules here.
I'm doing it for dramatic effect. Yeah.
I'm tired. No,
I'm Loudy.
This week and last week, my kid's been home from school. Have just been, it's been trying for me to get things done for the channel. But what I want to do is, what is Jazz Hands? Flare X's Jazz Hands.
That's only when you tell. Never mind. It's fine. Yes, Jazz Hands.
What favorite Halloween movie to watch this time of year? Monica, what's yours?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Monica took mine.
And I feel like because I'm a female, I feel like I have to drop a Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I like that movie. That movie's fun.
I know, but I feel like all white females are like, oh, pumpkin spice and Hocus Pocus. So I felt the need to rep. But
rep part of your background.
I would prefer The Nightmare Before Christmas and The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown before Hocus Pocus, but it's fine.
I've got The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown on my
Great
DVR
Pumpkin's pretty
right
dope. Yep, that's pretty good.
So that's mine.
Pumpkin spice.
But I will say tomorrow at work we are having a Halloween party and we get to watch Ghostbusters. So
nice.
Yeah.
The 1984 one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
the Ghostbusters, not the knockoff Dollar General Ghostbusters.
Not the Dollar.
Don't even know what that is because it doesn't exist.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Doesn't exist.
Flare
never happened.
I'm gonna put
do
this
like the
up here.
SJWs do. Just pretend like it never happened.
According to my church, movies send you to hell, so Halloween ones must be double hell. Yeah, basically.
I've always wanted to go to double hell.
I've been there. It's
I'm driving the bus. Come on, buddy.
It's called Houghton, Tucky, Michigan.
It's called Walmart.
Where I grew up. So that explains a whole lot.
In any Walmart in any town, USA, at 3 a.m.
Try waiting in the pharmacy line at Walmart.
I don't know. There's a pretty fancy one down here. I was like, wow, this is nice.
Depending on the time of day and day, that could change very quickly.
Oh, I've been there all times a day.
If it's around the first of the month, you might want
first of the month.
Might want to hang back.
They're all at the Goodwill the first of the month.
Oh yeah.
My sister and I used to have a song that we had for the people at Walmart. It was you can't buy liquor with food stamps. You can't buy liquor with food stamps.
You probably can now though.
You cannot.
You cannot.
No, that's for food. It's not.
What's your bridge card?
It's not to support somebody's bad habits. You can't buy smokes and booze with food stamps.
I feel like I've seen somebody do that though.
No, people used to sell their food
maybe out on the street.
cash.
Yeah, they probably learned that trick from.
No, I was in
a
store. I was in a store, and I'm pretty sure they paid for. Doesn't matter. Continue on.
That's illegal.
Well, I mean, it is a federal offense.
It is Tennessee.
Seeing as I work in the welfare department, selling your food stamps is a federal offense. Just so
no,
you know.
They weren't selling them. They were literally handing their card to the cashier, and the cashier was swiping.
Oh yeah, you can do that. It's all this on a card now. I mean, it's not like you get your actual stamp down and say here's.
It wasn't like a loaf of bread and eggs. It was freaking liquor and beef jerky. I watched it.
Well, then that should not have happened because, yeah.
Welcome to Tennessee, friends.
Also,
I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking.
Yep, I was thinking it too.
Gotta be Tennessee.
Tennessee. So, and I live in fucking Michigan.
Beef jerky.
So.
Yeah.
So you cannot buy hot foods.
I like beef jerky with my liquor.
So, like, if you wanted to buy rotisserie chicken, you could not buy that with food stamps because that is a hot food.
You can hear.
You can buy like Slurpees with it, but you can't put the straw in before you leave the store because then it's a pre-prepared meal or some shit like that. It's some fucking stupid. No, dude, this is the way these fucking dumbass laws work.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, remember,
that sounds like a fucking skit, man.
Hey, remember, I work with them every day. I know how dumb these things are.
Yeah, you know, man. You know.
But you're in Ohio. Just imagine being down here working for them.
Oh,
I'd rather not. I'd rather drink bleach than work anywhere in the JFS system anymore.
Well, I'll send you a gallon of bleach, buddy.
Let's say before everyone leaves after we go off the air, I'll tell you about my future plans.
I already know. Are they different? Do they differ from Monday?
Maybe.
Sorry, Pete. Go ahead. What are we on?
Do I need an adult before I hear the answer to this?
Yes.
No.
No.
I was gonna say, Groove. What's your must watch this time of year?
Well, usually it's Young Frankenstein and American Werewolf in London, and probably the 1999 Mummy. But this year it was Trick or Treat from 2009. I've added that to my Halloween collection. I've watched that movie twice, and I think it gets better with age. Like the first time I watched it, I really liked it, but now I'm like liking it a lot more because I'm realizing that you don't get production like that in horror movies anymore. You just don't, you know. It's a horror movie that can appeal to everyone, and it's not so gory that it'll put people off, but it's not like boring either. It's still rated R. You know?
That was good. That was good. I just watched that not long ago. What's yours, Loudy?
Totally The Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus. I watched those movies whilst wearing my Han Solo vest and boots with my hair in a ponytail.
Fuck off.
But for real, minus all the added extra stuff. It's totally The Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus, though, because I
I remember that now. We talked about this. I'm sorry. I should have let you say that one.
We did.
That's my bad.
I actually have the anniversary edition of Nightmare Before Christmas on DVD.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the theater when it first came out, dude. I love that movie.
I have it too. It's just I don't put it on because every time I do, I have those damn songs stuck in my head for like 2 weeks straight. Like I can't get to.
What's this?
Don't you do it?
Something else. What's this?
I love it.
My favorite is the goddamn Oogie Boogie song, man. The Oogie Boogie. I love that.
That would be your favorite.
Oh yeah.
Just for that outburst, Lottie. Kidnap the Santa Claus, put him in a bag, lock him up for 40 years, and see if he is sad.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Mine is I'm gonna have to say it's Garfield's Halloween Adventure. That's
a good one. Yeah.
I love that. Have since I was a kid, and I still have all my old Garfield comic strip books. I love Garfield. And the other one is we watched on a watch party. It's that classic horror movie, not Unicorn Store, Hellraiser.
I was like, whoa.
No, Hellraiser is one of my ones that I always have to. And of course, I'll sit there and when I have time at night, binge watch, the Friday the 13th and the Halloween.
Who you telling?
Yeah,
I
don't get to fucking do that. I never. I have never ever had the opportunity to do that, child. So
I'm so sorry for doing that.
Tell Lapisha.
That's 2 snaps and a pelvic thrust, child.
I did not mean to bring that upon you.
She looks like Pete might be selling some food stamps later.
All right, man. Well, before I leave you, I said I had one more damn video, and this is sponsor number 2 for the program. We're getting a little screen share going here. Make sure we get the audio.
No.
This is a little gift shop up in Alaska that put this together as their training video.
I've seen this. We've actually been to this website.
Oh God.
This is
I thought I escaped this. Is it in Alaska?
Yes, it's in Alaska.
No wonder there wasn't a hot chicken site.
Oh, dude, this is so bad. It's like these people, like this.
Those
this
2 girls
shit.
reminds me of like the bar before it closes, like just before last call.
Make me feel all right. I'm buying
This lady, she reminds me of my old boss at the radio station.
I love that they have the freaking words on the screen.
Such ostentatious.
Oh my God, this reminds me of one of those instructional videos that like old people make to be hip to kids.
Is selling service.
I fucking can.
And selling is service.
Wow, we are so white in this video.
This is fucking great.
That's how my daddy dances.
Hello there, Nick.
No, this next lady right here.
He's okay.
I'm in a good mood, and it's here.
This lady's
At
manic
least
as
2 or
shit.
3 people in this commercial are seeking therapy now.
This one right here.
I'll send one
Yep.
over. I've got plenty of
Instant regret. Just instant regret.
What's the old lady in the background?
Your
She said one line.
coming. It'll be here.
You hereby too.
services sell.
There we go.
Services sell.
Selling is
What the fuck are they selling there?
Selling.
They're selling service.
It looks like they're selling Pinterest items.
Oh, this is my boy right here.
This is Petey.
Yep.
This guy would like to buy 3 weeds.
I'm an unhappy.
She looks like she could be semi-attractive if I knew what she looks like.
Before the 8 kids and the frickin' and the Xanax addiction.
Alrighty, the weather is
Oh God, she's definitely got the Jeremy Renner app.
Yep.
Fucking Happy Pete with his unibrow.
To buy myself a treat.
Pretty sure you have that shirt too.
I'm pretty sure somebody needs to call Crime Stoppers at this point.
No, wait, it gets worse.
Oh, I cannot.
So unhappy that you're making me sad. I won't buy as much because now I feel bad.
Watch this. How'd this motherfucker get behind the counter? It's like, this is a robbery, bitch.
Oh yeah, he's definitely wants the
exactly
dough.
what's about to happen.
What? Oh no, get ready. This lady's up on her chair and shit. Watch. They're
She
just
gonna
too
twerk?
lazy to edit it. Watch. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
How about a scarf? You'll look dashing in jade.
It's still going.
You'll
Yeah. It's like 7 minutes.
It's so fucking
Wait,
great.
I haven't seen this actual whole video. What?
I think time has actually slowed down due to this video.
Yes. I suddenly am aware I have no rumbling.
Oh my God, I'm
I don't
sorry you
get
have to
this
go
fucking
through
ad
that.
up the street.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Oh, that was so much better than the Rise of Soy Walker's trailer, though.
There.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
Man,
Oh my god. Happy
God.
Halloween, friends.
I have, guys,
yes.
I have bad news.
What?
I just got ball cancer from that.
With that being said,
Oh,
ladies
Uncle
and
Ben,
gentlemen-
save us.
I'm
Uncle
busy
Ben.
making rice, motherfucker. This
Oh.
has been episode number 73 of the Place to Be
It's been
Reviews.
something.
And
Oh god. I just want to be in the fetal position crying.
The feet position? What?
Fetal. Fetus? Fetus?
The fetish
Fucking-
position?
the foot fetish position.
Awkward.
Well then.
This is the Place to Be Reviews. I'm Itepakui, and I've been here with all of yous, and this unruly bunch has been the panel. We will see you soon, shortly. Bye. And check us out on Goober Brothers Entertainment. Go over, subscribe to Raiders of the Lost Flicks, and yeah, we'll be back soon with another video. That's it, guys. We're out.
Bye,
Good night.
everybody.
If I don't see you, have a great day and a pleasant
Happy
tomorrow.
Halloweens.
Happy
Touch the right
Halloween.
hand, I'll give you
Be
$1.
safe. And don't give the kids fucking pennies and toothbrushes, but do give them candy corn.
Yes.
Candy